Good evening, Dr. Shanti.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome.
Good evening, madam, from Patkar Vardi College, Mumbai.
Yeah, please welcome, please.
Thank you.
I'll request my team to please look into all those who are logging in, like Dr. Anita Borke, Dr. Pradyuman Singh Rathore, if they have joined.
Good evening, madam. From
Hi.
Ismail Yusuf College, Jogeshwari, East Mumbai.
Good evening, ma'am. Welcome, please. Dr. Shanti is already joined. Dr. Pratibha Gaikwad, ma'am is.
I wished you just now.
Yeah, right. Dr. S.R. Nibor from Hambarde Mahavidyalaya. Dr. A.S. Rathod joined. Okay. My own team, Professor Sarita. Can I see Professor?
I'm driving, so I've not put my camera on. I'll just reach home in a little while. Yeah.
Professor Jaswinder Singh, sir. You see, let me just check out. Welcome, Professor Ved Prakash, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
So good evening, everyone, and welcome on behalf of Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center, which is a center of Ministry of Education, and I welcome you each one in this 1 week National Online Faculty Development Program themed on e-content development. Starting today, that's 10th October 2023, it will be till 16th October, followed by various rigorous assignment, quizzes, projects. So it's going to be a very learning experience for all of us through the various sessions and the activities designed around this. GAD-TLC, as this is now popularly known as you all know, it is the Center of Ministry of Education, Government of India, under the prestigious Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Nation Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme. Situated at my own premier institution, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Khalsa College, a constituent college of University of Delhi, I welcome you on behalf of SCTB Khalsa College and University of Delhi. We are seeking blessings from Guru Angad Dev Ji, the second of the 10 Sikh Gurus. I welcome each one of you with a bouquet of flowers, though virtually, and I would like to be first of all welcoming Professor Ved Prakash sir, Honorable former Chairman, University Grants Commission, to be our mentor and always guiding us with his visionary sessions, talks. I also welcome Professor A.K. Bakshi sir, who is again mentor of our entire team, working with us from so many years, and is former Vice Chancellor, PDM University and UP RTOU, Allahabad. I also welcome Professor Jaswinder Singh, who is now former principal of SCTB Khalsa College, University of Delhi, and he is again very active member with us in GAD-TLC team. I also welcome Professor Surinder Kaur, officiating principal of SCTB Khalsa College, and she will be joining soon. She has gone for some meeting at the university. We have many collaborating institutions, as GAD-TLC is now working for the teachers, by the teachers, and in collaboration, we have worked out the model. So for this particular FTV, I am so thankful to all the collaborating institutions. And I welcome their principals, Professor Dr. Anita Bodke from Ismail Yusuf College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mumbai, Dr. Pradyuman Singh Rathore from Agarwal PG College, Jaipur, Dr. R. Shanti from Anna Adarsh College for Women, Chennai, Dr. Pratibha Gaikwad from Sir Sitaram and Lady Shantabai Patkar College of Arts and Science and VP Verde College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai, Dr. S.R. Nimbor, who is representing Advocate B.D. Hambarde Mahavidyalaya, Maharashtra, and Dr. A.S. Rathod from Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College, Rajkot, Gujarat. A very warm welcome to all of you. And I also welcome the entire organizing team who is helping us from each of this institution. In the Ismail Yusuf College of Arts, Science and Commerce, the IQAC cell is helping us. And we have Professor Dr. Arvind Duhar, Dr. Anjali Alkar, Dr. Amit Saraf, Dr. Sheetal Panchikar. From Agarwal PG College, we have Dr. Minita Ojha, Dr. Samina Yasmin, Dr. Rajni Jain, Dr. Divya Agarwal, Ms. Surbhi Naruka. From Anna Adarsh College for Women affiliated to University of Madras, we have Dr. Vikram Agarwal, Dr. B. Sudha, Dr. Shirlin David, Dr. Revati Meenal, Dr. V. Anitha. From the Sir Sitaram and Lady Shantabai Patkar College of Arts and Science, we have Ms. Ruchita Dalvi, Mrs. Swati Tucker, Ms. Rima Kodros, Mrs. Namrata Karwale. From B.D. Hambarde Mahavidyalaya, we have Dr. R.N. Pokle, Dr. D.D. Maske. From Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College from Saurashtra University, Rajkot, we have Dr. Bhavesh B. Kachiria, Dr. Jagat R. Tiraiya, Dr. Kalyani Raval. And regrets if I have not pronounced any name properly. Please bear with me. I will also like to mention that in this unique program, for the very first kind, we have also integrated the international component with the flexibility that yes, those who have joined will be giving our GAD-TLC, but if they wish to, with additional assessment, but the learning will be common, where we'll have the NPTC group of colleges experts from UK, and they will be enlightening us on AI tools for e-content development. So in this regard, I would like to welcome Professor Phil Jones and Professor Christopher Manley. And from my own team, I'm Vimal Rar, and I have my colleague, Professor Sarita Pasi, professor from Zakir Hussain Delhi College. We will be together coordinating with all other coordinators from different institutions. And our own colleague, Dr. Arun Julka from Maharaja Agrasen College, he will be active resource person with us in this particular program. And I also welcome other two members of the committee, Dr. Urvashi Kohad from Ravlal Anand College and Dr. Narendrajit Kaur from Kanya Mahavidyalaya Jalandhar to be part of this organizing committee. I will now request all of you to please let us put our hands in prayer and start with this virtual lamp lighting. Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center has a state-of-art infrastructure in terms of empowering our teachers and preparing them for their 21st century roles. That's how it was themed and with the objectives which was put up as a proposal of a project. And since 2016, we have been working in the area where we are training teachers in front of whether it is the pedagogy's requirement or it is their domain-specific knowledge, or it is the various technology tools. The center was inaugurated on 1st July 2016 by the then Honorable HRD Minister Smriti Zubin Irani ji. And now we have proper shapes of various programs, but this is again a dynamic thing, and very soon we will be having restructuring of these, which I'll tell you later. So right now we are having 1 to 3 days programs like seminars, webinars, workshops, conferences. We also conduct faculty development programs of 1 week duration or 2 week duration, which are applicable for the CAS requirements. We also conduct leadership development programs for administrators and senior teachers. The faculty induction program, which you are all aware about, this is a 1-month flagship program of Ministry of Education, where it is mandatory for the first level promotion for all newly inducted faculties in higher education. And the development of teachers e-kit, which is a 4-quadrant approach of e-content development designed by myself. And we'll see how all of you, those who are participating as groups, there will be provision that once you understand the nuances of e-content development and the tools, you yourself can contribute in the teachers e-kit development. And for every module, there is a provision of 5 API as academic incentive. For faculty induction program, I would like to mention that not only we conduct these training programs, but we have also contributed in designing the content framework. And this is the ministry document. And I'm happy and thankful to the Ministry of Education for putting my institution name on this very important document. Since 2016, we have been conducting various face-to-face events from not only in Delhi, but across the country. But since 1st April 2020, we have gone online. And here, actually, the team which was using the technology from more than 2 decades and was trying to train others, we ourselves realized that, yes, the corona really impacted and make our reach go into nook and corner of our country, which we were really lacking on. And I'm happy to share the statistics that you can see from 2016 to 2020, we could touch more than 9,000 colleagues. But then within the last 3 years, it is more than 76,000. And till date, the number has crossed 90,000. So this is how the technology can really, and now all of you must be aware that there are online programs being taken because for teachers, it provides the flexibility without leaving their professional requirement and their personal commitments. They can learn because learning has to be a lifelong learning for all of us. And here I would like to share a very happy news with all of you that GAD-TLC has been selected as one of the 44 out of around 100 PMMT centers. And along with these 44 centers, the 67 UGC HRDC, so total of 111 centers will now be called as Malviya Mission Centers, and they will be given the mandate of conducting NEP trainings for 15 lakh higher education teachers. Not only this, there will be restructuring of the faculty development programs as short-term training programs and so on. And here, especially in the NEP program, which will be compulsory for all teachers, because when we say 15 lakhs, it starts from assistant professor to associate professor and professor, because the implementation of NEP will be possible only when everyone understands what all are the requirements of this policy document. So this has been divided into 8 modules. We have holistic and multidisciplinary education, Indian knowledge system, academic leadership, governance and management, higher education and society, research and development, skill development, student diversity and inclusive education, and ICT. So I'll request that we will also be informing you about the programs that will be starting under this aegis. So coming to this 1 week national online faculty development program on e-content development, I think this is the need of the hour, not just to have that, yes, in my CV I have prepared so many modules or not, but this e-content development is required by every teacher as an empowering tool. All these digital content will be empowering their teaching learning process, will be empowering in their assessment mechanism. And along with the know-how of the technology tools, they will be able to disseminate not only the purely online teaching learning, which is now picking up, or the MOOCs, but then also in their own conventional setup of the face-to-face delivery, which has to be converted into the hybrid mode. So we will be talking about what all content which is already existing, which you can use in EPG Pathshala or the CEC, how if you have to write the proposal for MOOCs, if you want to put up the proposal for developing a MOOC, then what are the requirements for developing a MOOC or other open educational resources or the online course content if you are from a university which has the mandate of preparing online programs, then the different 4-quadrant approach which we will be talking in detail. And then yes, what all the methodology in terms of the authoring, the reviewing, the plagiarism, the stages, and how the multimedia enrichment can be done in a professional manner. But then if you're not having access to studio, doesn't matter, then every teacher can also develop some e-content for their own flipped classroom model with the use of different software. So we will be having sessions which will be hands-on on various software for e-content development, like graphic designing, the video capture and editing, to name a few. And as I told you, the AI tools are now picking up, which will really automate the e-content development. Even the lesson plans can be prepared automatically by giving proper commands to some softwares. So we will be having some understanding of the AI tools for e-content development by the UK experts. The teacher's e-kit, which is my own concept, we will be talking also in detail about the templates and how this will be optional. This will not be required for the completion of FDP, but I'm sure once you start making this understand, then it will be also improving your classroom delivery. So those teachers who wish to contribute as groups, they can make this, and this will be available on the Ministry of Education portal. And I'm happy to share that more than 2,000 teachers have already contributed in this teacher's e-kit. This is an activity which we are doing almost biannually, and followed by the FDP. Many teachers come up and they contribute to the teacher's e-kit. At this juncture, Professor Surinder Kaur Walia, she has gone for a meeting, and as soon as she joins, I think I will be requesting her to be giving the formal welcome address. But anyhow, again, welcome for each one of you on behalf of GAD-TLC and STB Khalsa College. Now I will request, we have a visionary leader amongst us, Professor Ved Prakash sir, and before I request sir to be delivering his keynote address on application of technology in higher education, very briefly I will introduce, although he needs no introduction. I will say that Professor Ved Prakash sir is a very rare academician whom we can find in our teaching community, who has rich expertise not only in higher education but school education as well. Starting his journey from NCRT, heading examination, evaluation, NTSC, conducting various Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance examination, to Institute of Banking Personal Selection, Bombay, and Director Examination Staff Selection Commission. He has rich expertise in assessments and the various tools. He had been advisor, planning commission, former Vice Chancellor, NIPA, Chairman, National Council for Teacher Education, and he has a unique distinction, which I think no one else will even have further, which is like he has occupied the top 3 positions of UGC for almost 15 years. And he has a rich international exposure, out as guest faculty, Harvard University, visiting professor, University of Windsor, Canada, to name a few. And currently also he is very active in his academic assignments as Chancellor of KIT and Emeritus Professor and Executive Council of various universities. Sir, we are really honored to have you amongst us, and I will request you to please deliver keynote.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you very much, Professor Vimal, for the kind words that you have used for me. I would like to join Professor Vimal in extending a very warm welcome to all the participating institutions, including the GAD-TLC and the principals of the various colleges and the members of the faculty from across different institutions. In this 1 week online faculty development program for e-content development. You all know that GAD-TLC has been doing an excellent work, and they have covered a large number of teachers in the last couple of months. And now they have been entrusted with the responsibility of organizing the faculty development program under the new Malviya mission program. I am also associated with them in a minor role, actually. And today I'm going to underline the significance of the application of the information and communication technology in teaching and learning. I would be highlighting some of the salient features along with the need for switching over to the ICT. I would earnestly request all the teachers to embrace the information and communication technological tools, because that has become the necessity, whether you are delivering the course contents in an offline mode or in a hybrid mode or in an online mode. My dear colleagues, you know that higher education all over the world is undergoing enormous amount of transformation in all its multidimensional aspects. And this includes, among others, excuse me, engagement with new emerging frontiers of knowledge, developing its interdisciplinary perspectives, research and innovation covering both fundamental and applied aspects across different subjects, impact of technology on the process of teaching and learning. Besides, the cost of higher education has been increasing in leaps and bounds, resulting in emergence of low-cost models to make it accessible to a greater number of people. It is a fact that almost all the developing economies are considerably impacted by consideration of cost, massification, equity, and quality of higher education. The Indian higher education system cannot be an exception to this global development. And therefore, it is obligated to take appropriate measures to provide access to quality higher education to a large number of aspirants using conventional as well as other possible technology-mediated modes of teaching and learning. Universities and colleges are now required to make a big push on the technical front, not only to make online programs a success, but also to widen the scope of their sustainability. Most of the universities may not be fully equipped in terms of basic technical infrastructure, as well as technology-oriented workforce. It is to be understood that technology-mediated teaching and learning is the need of the hour, as has been highlighted by Professor Vimal Rar a little while ago. Now we have reached a stage when we cannot afford to postpone utilization of technology in our day-to-day classrooms. There's a lot to learn from the e-learning and virtual classroom initiatives from leading universities of the world, so that a similar movement is examined for initiation in our country on a wider scale. This can take care of the presently experienced shortage of faculty and introduce a much needed culture of interactivity in teaching and learning. Universities need to realize the significance of the ICT-mediated teaching and learning and develop strategies for making the most out of it, especially when there is an opening available for online mode of delivery. We know that the Indian higher education system thus far has largely been based on face-to-face and open and distance learning systems of delivery. Even today, if you look into the numbers, you find that the face-to-face mode of teaching and learning accounts for about 88% of the total enrollment, and the open and distance learning mode accounts for the remaining 12%. The ODL system, which is in vogue since 60s, is currently in use in as many as 91 universities, which includes one central university, which is Indira Gandhi National Open University, 13 state open universities, and about 77 state universities which are offering the programs through the ODL mode. Although the system of higher education has progressed considerably since independence, it is still at the threshold of the initial phase of massification, with only 27% of the gross enrollment ratio in higher education in our country, which is several notches lower than the world average of 34.45%. So there was a long felt need to look up for alternative models of delivery, something deeper and if not altogether new, then relatively so. It has gradually led to the idea of exploring the potential of online mode of delivery in higher education, as it is believed to serve the dual purpose of being used for offering regular degree programs and for short-term professional development programs. The idea of online mode of delivery in Indian university system was mooted by the University Grants Commission in 2016. It was based on the premise that to begin with, universities could offer up to 20% of the course contents through online mode, outside the conventional mode, using technology-driven teaching and learning with credit accumulation and credit transfer. It was considered that this measured transition would provide good opportunity to the universities to have sufficient experience in developing multimedia enriched e-courseware in 4-quadrant format, MOOCs, video lectures, and modules, besides developing and organizing necessary infrastructure that would be the basic requirements to run an online program. And if this transition yielded good results, only then some select universities would be given concurrence to offer full-fledged online degree programs. That was the thinking of the University Grants Commission in 2016. But because of the emerging demand of the university system and because of the new national education policy, wherein we have committed to achieve the gross enrollment ratio of 50% by 2035, the UGC has brought out an integrated regulations to enable universities to offer full-fledged online undergraduate and postgraduate programs in 2020. The condition that has been laid down by the University Grants Commission is that any university which is accredited by NAC with a minimum cumulative grade point average of 3.26 and above on a 4-point scale, or having an NIRF ranking in top 100 in 2 of the 3 preceding years, can offer 3 undergraduate and 10 postgraduate online programs. And the universities with this kind of recognition need not seek the approval of the University Grants Commission in those disciplines which it offers in the conventional mode. In addition, there is yet another category wherein the university will have to take the approval of the University Grants Commission if its NAC's score falls between 3.21 and 3.26, or if its NIRF ranking in top 100 is only in one of the 2 preceding cycles. The regulations, however, prohibit online delivery of such programs which require practical or laboratory work as a curricular requirement, except in cases where practical component is limited to programming and coding, including software tools. There are also certain other stipulations like faculty requirement, development of in-house instructional material, active engagement of learners, conduct of proctored examinations, etc., which are to be complied with by each university planning to offer programs in online mode. And if you are going to shoulder this responsibility, then you will have to develop in-house instructional material. And therefore, the faculty development program of this kind becomes very, very important for us as teachers. And I would like to compliment GAD-TLC for organizing this 1-week faculty development program exclusively on e-content development. Since these online programs are going to be from amongst non-science subjects and at a lesser cost, larger number of students opting for them might come from poorer background with different kinds of post-enrollment requirements. These are extremely concerning issues that have no easy fixes and thus require thoughtful examination. There can be no two opinions that online learning now is extending its scope and reach with implications for making it a lifelong endeavor. Possibilities of developing and offering online, blended, or hybrid models of learning are becoming a reality across the globe, with choice of space and time and accumulating credits for acquiring a formal degree of the university. But there are serious issues of quality like availability of tech-savvy teachers, quality of instructional materials, requisite infrastructure, broadband connectivity, and accessibility of middle and lower middle class students to smart devices and internet connectivity. For online programs, the first and the foremost requirement of the universities would be to carry out customized enterprise resource planning to facilitate hassle-free learners registration with provision of authentication, document verification, and payment gateways. They will have to develop an appropriate dashboard that can provide quick access to all the stakeholders. It should be able to provide quick reminders to everyone, from the administrators to mentors to learners, to complete the task in a time-bound manner. They will have to set up a center having e-learning facilities, including video studio for recording, editing, and enriching lectures through animations and simulations. Universities will have to create their own learning management system with user-friendly features and provisions for both synchronous and asynchronous interactions to ensure seamless delivery of course contents and organization of discussion forums. They may have to deploy artificial intelligence-driven LMS with adaptive learning and adaptive assessment features to provide personalized learning experiences. LMS integrated with analytical tools and other applications will have to be effectively used to analyze learners' engagement in different activities to provide timely feedback, besides ensuring the authenticity of the learner and mitigating the participation of proxy learners. This aspect of the LMS is going to be extremely critical, not only to combat unfair means, but also to ascertain real engagement of learners for the purpose of having their fair assessments. The LMS must be accessible in all devices, especially mobile devices, to enable all kinds of learners to use it without any technical glitches. Universities will have to put in place a robust system of proctored examination to ensure transparency, objectivity, and credibility of their degree programs. On academic fronts, universities will have to redesign the curriculum to ensure its compatibility with the requirements of online delivery. At the first and the foremost requirement would be about redesigning outcome-based curriculum, which ensures mapping of graduates' attributes that are in sync with the needs and requirements of both global market and the society. It would require proper structuring of syllabi with inbuilt hierarchy, development of good quality learner-centric and multimedia-enriched e-content in 4 quadrants, quality reading materials in the form of e-courseware, short duration video lectures, well-designed assignments in the form of projects, quizzes, term papers, provisions for synchronous and asynchronous interactions to enable students to participate in online discussions and forums, home assignments, and criterion referenced and norm reference tests to assess real potential of students. Because the requirement of the day is that we have to focus on formative assessment and the summative assessment at the same time. Universities will also have to make digital library resources available, provide links for open educational resources and MOOCs, and list of related publications as per the requirements of the program to encourage self-learning. Apart from all that, they will have to provide a professionally trained mentor teachers who will have to guide and counsel students at every stage of the program. Universities will also have to design assessment tools for both formative and summative assessments. And while they can use the learning management system for formative assessment, they will have to use proctored examination for summative assessment, along with provisions of verifiable online certification and award of diplomas and degrees. Universities will have to make doubly sure that their program administrators or the mentor teachers do not treat the online program as an autoplay video courses. It will require tech-savvy teachers who are fully conversant not only with the ICT-empowered pedagogies and virtual interactions, but are also capable of mentoring the students by engaging them effectively throughout the program. This would require teacher-student ratio much lower than what is proposed, that is 1:250. This would call for organization of regular orientation programs for the faculty in collaboration with experts in e-learning and technology-mediated teaching and learning. As of now, there may be very few universities in the country which can honestly fulfill all technical, academic, and social requirements of full-fledged online degree programs. And even when they do meet those professional requirements, there would still remain a serious concern of ensuring that no student, irrespective of her or his geographical location, has any kind of deprivation with regard access to tools and devices needed for wholesomely benefiting from online modalities. Although it seems less threatening, but if universities are going to seize this opportunity to maximize their resources like some of them did through ODL programs in the past, then it may be equally worrisome. This transition obviously is going to be as much difficult a challenge for the universities as for the regulators. It's not going to be an easy cakewalk for either of the two. But since they have already moved in this direction, now the onus lies on them to set standards and institutionalize full-fledged online degree programs by justifying all the essential academic, technical, and social requirements, failing which it would be nothing short of a misadventure. I'm saying it time and again about the need to meeting out the social requirements. That responsibility has to be fulfilled by the individual institutions offering the online programs. It may be pertinent to mention here that there are a number of leading universities of the world which have not yet considered it fit to offer online degree programs because of quality considerations. Although these universities have developed a wide range of online courses in the form of e-courseware, MOOCs, video lectures, and modules, but they make them available to those who want to broaden their knowledge on a particular topic free of cost without seeking any formal degree. Accordingly, joining of such courses does not require any formal academic qualifications as a prerequisite. There are other sets of leading universities that are offering online courses only to complement their campus-based degree programs and not for the award of full-fledged degrees. The best course of action would be to give careful attention to details, besides drawing lessons out of the experiences of those leading foreign universities which are offering online courses for broadening of knowledge and honing of skills. Online education can certainly provide opportunities of learning to a wide spectrum of learners and help increase the gross enrollment ratio. But an incremental increase in gross enrollment ratio sense quality is of little consequence. It is understood that the University Grants Commission has cleared about 4 dozen universities which can offer full-fledged online degree programs without the approval of the regulators. It seems to have been done far too early and on a far too large scale, according to my opinion. Universities should have devoted a little more time to develop real expertise in online delivery by continuing with blended or hybrid mode of delivery for a while. Some of these universities ostensibly are going to be academically and professionally naive in the extreme. The bottom line is that teachers have no option but to embrace technology regardless of the modes of delivery that they choose. And the use of the ICT cuts across all the modes of teaching and learning, be it face-to-face, in blended mode, or purely in online mode. So this is the message that I would like to give to the fellow teachers who have joined this program, that there is no escape now. Whether we are in the offline mode or in hybrid mode or in online mode, I think we cannot turn a blind eye insofar as the use of the information and communication technology is concerned. The ICT experts have made it quite easier for the present set of generations when they have very friendly software development programs, and one can learn by sitting in front of these little machines, provided they have the patience and they have the time and they have the commitment. I hope that all of you are going to embrace the information and communication technology in a big way and help create not only the e-courseware for the greater good of higher education, but also for the greater benefit of the students who would be graduating from our institutions. With this, I will close, but before I do that, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the GAD-TLC, the principal of Khalsa College, the project in charge, Professor Vimal Rar, for organizing this one-week faculty development program. And I would like to congratulate all the participating colleagues from across the institutions. I hope that this will be a very good program, and you are going to learn a great deal by way of interacting with each other, by way of completing the assignments, which Professor Vimal and her team would be sharing with you. With that, I once again thank all of you for joining this program. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Over to Professor Vimal.
Thank you so much, sir. I think you have really set the pace for this theme. And who better, I think I can recall in your tenure as the UGC chairman, you had initiated the EPG Pathshala project along with even the committee formulation for the online courses. And when this 20% credit that was in online 2016. So all these initiatives, I think now they are coming to reality and going into ground level. Because why I'm saying ground level, because it has to be there in each and every classroom. Not just that it has to be the pure online courses, but going towards the quality online programs, we all have to be preparing ourselves in understanding that what are the proper pedagogies and the ways where we can take these online things in our face-to-face, so sort of blended learning. So the moment we start adopting the blended learning, we'll start using these tools and we'll be better prepared. As you said, purely online courses, it is not just a one-way mechanism of playing the video and the students are left on their own. No, that is not the way. Otherwise, it will become just like the ODL journey, and maybe the students are not taken at par with. So the quality is very important, and that's what in our program also will be highlighting on that. How do we ensure as teachers when we are making these e-content, whether for MOOCs or online courses or as open education resources, how the quality part has to be integrated. And also they have to be learner-centric. You mentioned about that. The role of LMS, I think, is very important. Every teacher should be learning these tools, not simply to put up the thing and say, I have put my video, I have put my, but using the analytics and improving his or her own teaching, learning, and assessment. This is such a powerful way where if the teachers can use these learning management system, and now we are having AI empowered LMS where most of the things which the teacher is supposed to be doing manually is being taken care by these AI integrated platforms. And so I think the right takeaway for all of us from your thing is that we have to be all embracing technology, and we have to be using it in such a way where we can improve the quality of teaching, learning, and assessment that we are, whether we are in our role of a face-to-face classroom situation, or we are in open or distance learning university, or we are preparing for the fully online courses, or we are preparing MOOCs. The underlying theme, I think, which you have highlighted is the quality has to be ensured, and that too, if we can embed the elements of outcome-based education, you highlighted, sir, rightly said, there are so many generic learning outcomes, which I have heard your lecture also, which also will discuss, and maybe I'll request you one more lecture, sir, where the subject-specific benchmarking can also be integrated in the e-content development, because every classroom, what activities and also what component can be done on the e-mode and what component has to be taken into the face-to-face mode, I think we'll be taking these clues and designing our FDPs accordingly, sir. So thank you so much for your kind words. And I think you can see Professor Bakshi sir also has joined. Welcome, sir. And maybe sir will, because now today we are not having our officiating principal right now with us. So please, sir, if you can add up words and say thanks to Professor Vidyaprakash. Request my team to please make sir co-host. Professor Bakshi ko co-host banao.
Mute me.
Shrutika?
Yes, ma'am.
And Gayatri?
Am I
yes, sir, now
audible
you can
now?
unmute, please.
Am I audible now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Good evening, everybody. And
You are not audible, sir.
No, sir is audible.
I think you'll have to remove your AirPods if you're using.
We can hear, sir.
Yeah, we can hear. Dr. Vimal, we can hear, sir.
yes, are you able to hear me, Vimal?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes,
we are
sir.
able to hear you.
Yeah, audible, sir, please.
Good evening, everybody. And I'm sorry I am little late in joining, but it's indeed a great pleasure to welcome all the participants and the heads of the various collaborating institutions. And not, but certainly the most important person, Professor Vidyaprakash ji, who I think just finished his talk. I'm sorry, sir, I was little late, but I have heard you many times, and I know that your talk must have been a great learning experience for all the participants. And I welcome and extend warm greetings to all the participants to this 1 week faculty development program on a very important topic, that is e-content development. Because it looks very simple, e-content, but it's not that easy. We always talk about content, but here we are going to talk about e-content. That is the electronic content which is made available or delivered through computer network. But what are the things which should be present in the e-content? What all you should know All those things will be covered in this faculty development program. And I'm very sure that it's going to be a great learning experience for all of you. I'm very sure that I don't know, Professor Vimal, you have already talked about e-content, not much.
Not much, yeah, we'll be taking it in the
Okay,
session.
maybe I will also later on speak about the fundamentals of e-content, basically, and that I will talk later on. So once again, welcome and thanks, Professor Ved Prakashji, for your very illuminating talk. And I'm very sure that must have ignited that curiosity amongst the participants about learning more and more about e-content. And later today, I will also be delivering my talk about what all is happening on the digital front in India. So over to you, Vimal.
Thank you very much, Professor Bakshi. Good to see you on the screen. And
Yes, sir.
I wish you all the very best. I know that you are going to take this program forward, and the participants would be immensely benefited by your words of wisdom. You have been mentoring this center, and the center has done exceedingly well. It has been accorded recognition at the national level, and it's quite creditable. I mean, for Vimal also, that she has again been chosen by the Ministry of Education as a center for the faculty development program because of the good work that she has been doing under your guidance. So I would like to congratulate both of you and as well as Professor Vimal. And so I take leave of all of you. This is the time for my evening walk, and you can enjoy your evening lecture. So thank you very much.
I'm sure we will bother you
Over to
again.
The coordinator of the program.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and kind words. And now we have distinguished principals amongst us who are collaborating with us. So before we listen to Professor Bakshi's detailed session on how the integration of technology in higher education, which will give you an overall perspective, and then we will take it part by part into e-content, the 4 quadrant, and every quadrant, how it has to be approached in terms of development. So now I'll be requesting our collaborating institutions representative, very distinguished principals. First of all, I'll request Professor Dr. Anita Bodke, who is the charge principal and professor from Ismail Yusuf College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mumbai, Maharashtra. To ma'am, please share your words of wisdom with all of us, please.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening. I'm enlightened to hear from Professor Ved Prakash sir, Professor Vimal Rat madam, Professor Bakshi sir. And I owe my gratitude that we have given a collaboration with GAD-TLC for this collaborating activity of e-content development. I also thank for the team of my college who has taken an effort to arrange this e-content development program for our faculties. Many of our faculties, nearly 51 of our faculties joined this program. So we have very much better response for this program. A few words about my college. Ismail Yusuf College, which is situated in Jogeshwari East in Mumbai, was established in 1930, and it is the 4th oldest government college affiliated to the Mumbai University. It is situated in 54 acres of lush green campus. It provides education in arts, commerce, science from UG, PG to PhD. And besides this, we also have the conventional courses that we offer for the cater to the needs of the students. These are self-finance courses in computer, biotechnology, then MCOM, BF, BMS, PG in physics, chemistry, zoology, botany, Hindi, and Urdu. The very specialty of our college is the culture of preserving an Indian knowledge database by running the courses in Urdu, Persian, and Arabic. I am very proud to say that we have well-equipped computer labs, sophisticated instruments, for UG, PG, and research students in science stream. These facilities stand out distinctively to attract more learners. And I very much believe that a strong, dedicated, and capable team of educators has always been the driving force in the growth of college. And so, since the NEP 2020 is at doorsteps, we thought that our dedicated teachers will be updated with the advanced skills and with the new emerging frontiers of knowledge, and they will have the interdisciplinary techniques to learn. So we have taken an effort to collaborate with GAD-TLC, and we got the great response. I'm very much thankful, Professor Vimal Rat, Madam, and thank you for the collaboration activity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, so much for collaborating with us, and it's a good number. And I think you will see the response once your more than 50 teachers they attend. I will request that if they can form groups in different subjects and prepare the teachers e-kit as well. And that is what will be going to that if the blended learning has to be implemented for every class, for every subject. What are the activities? What are the flipped classroom videos they have to be used? And it's not only just showing the videos, what discussion has to be taken, what problem solving, and how. So this teachers e-kit template talks about that. And wherever there are a group of good teachers coming, and otherwise also those who have joined on individual basis, they can form the groups. We'll share the details with each one of you in different subjects. You can form the team and take it further, because we require those who are experienced in their subjects. So from the subject requirement as well as from the technology requirement, that how it can be a guiding tool for other teachers. So I'm looking forward for active participation. So this is just not a 1 week FDP, it is actually preparing. And as you rightly said, NEP talks about making our classrooms more learner-centric. How do we do that? That has to be done when we empower our teachers through the quality e-content. And that's how we have tried to design this FDP. So thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Now I will request Dr. Pradyuman Singh Rathore, sir, who is the principal, Agarwal PG College, Jaipur, to please speak a few words. Sir, you're there. My team, Sarita, can you look up in the...
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Actually, due to some...
Dr. Minita, yeah. So sir has not joined?
Namaskar to all. Yeah. Actually, sir is not able to join due to some unavoidable reason. So okay, I will give his and I will click on his.
Yeah, please, Dr. Minita. Yeah.
Namaskar to all. On behalf of Dr. Pradyuman Singh Rathore, Agarwal PG College, Jaipur, I, Dr. Vinita Ojha, Research Coordinator, welcome all the dignitaries from GAD-TLC, Ministry of Education, Government of India, and all the participants in this highly enlightening faculty development program on e-content development, which is need of the hour. It is a main requirement in today's scenario so that the Indian universities can come at par with other foreign universities. As the Professor Ved Prakash sir has explained, and as Vimal Ram also told us that what is the importance of e-content and 4-quadrant system. So I hope it will be a very highly enlightening sessions. And thank you so much, Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center, Ministry of Education, Government of India, for this wonderful collaboration. We at Agarwal PG College, Jaipur highly appreciate such events, which certainly enhance the knowledge of all the academicians. I hope that it will be a great learning experience for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Minita, and please convey our regards to Dr. Rathore. And I think we have already conducted many events with you. So this is just...
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Now I will request Dr. R. Shanti, ma'am, Principal of Anna Adarsh College for Women, Anna Nagar, Chennai. Welcome, ma'am. Please, your kind words of wisdom.
Good evening to one and all. At the outset, I thank the Ministry of Education, Government of India, who have given us the opportunity to collaborate with Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center, SGTP Khalsa College, University of Delhi, for the week-long FDP on e-content development. We at Anna Adarsh, with the constant support and motivation from our management, Punjab Association, felt the need of e-content development or electronic content development for creation of digital learning materials such as e-books, online courses, videos, interactive simulations, and other digital resources for educational purposes. Now, we all know that e-content development is becoming increasingly important in the field of education, and there are very many reasons why it is essential for our faculty. To say a few words about our college is run by Punjab Association's group of institutions, which was started by Punjab Association, a non-political, non-communal, non-regional, non-profit, secular, voluntary social service organization. It was established in the year 1937 by a handful of philanthropists who hailed from Punjab and settled in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And if you look at our college, it was established in the year 1985 and is a premier center for higher learning committed to the exclusive cause of women's education. It is situated in Anna Nagar, a tranquil, affluent and commercial and prominent hub of Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu. The college is recognized by the UGC under Section 2F of the UGC Act of 1956. And we have been accredited with the A++ grade in the recently concluded third cycle of NAC. We have a vision to transform every women student who leaves its portal into a humane and socially responsible and professionally successful individual who can envision her future and strive relentlessly towards perfection without compromising on ethical and moral values. We are very, very proud and happy to say that we have associated with such a great learning center. Being a south part of India, we are little away from the language that you speak, but we are not away from the spirit of education. So as teachers in the southern part of India, we would like to be enriched with all that happens in this country, looking forward for a very great collaboration in the years to come. And thanks for the organizers of both the Teaching Learning Center and the team in Anna Adarsh College, which has the IQAC team led by the coordinator, was very particular that this particular FDP should happen in our campus. And I thank our management who has sponsored the entire program for us. Thank you so much. We look forward to learning a lot from this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it's not that your team will be learning from us. We will also be learning from your team and the interaction with the participants. And when we say the e-content, rather, I will request that all of us have to work in a way where the content created by in one particular language, we make the efforts where it can be translated into different languages, because our learners coming from different backgrounds. E-content is not only about the English or Hindi or any other content. It has to be provided to our learners in all the language which they will understand. And that will be real learner-centric. And I think it's a big challenge. Although at even government level and many, even this NPTEL and other projects are being converted into other, but still there is a challenge. So I will request the teachers coming from different language background along with the subject specific requirement. So a chemistry teacher who also knows Tamil or Telugu, that person will be doing best translation rather than it is just a machine type of translation or otherwise. So I think if we can also make the versions of the teacher's e-kit into the translated, we'll be happy to take that step. And I think I got this idea just by your comments on this. So ma'am, it's a learning both ways, and we all have to be learning, get ideas and keep on continuing to contribute so that we can make our education system better. Thank you so much for your collaboration and kind words. Now I will request our next worthy principal who has joined from Sir Sitaram and Lady Shantabai Patkar College of Arts and Science, VP Worthy College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai, Dr. Pratibha Gaikwad, ma'am. Please, for your kind words in the inaugural, please.
Thank you. A very good evening to one and all. On behalf of Chikitsak Samuhas, Patkar Vardhe College, it is my great privilege and pride to be a part of this faculty development program organized in very timely manner by Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center. Since we are affiliated to University of Mumbai and all the autonomous colleges have been given the responsibility of implementing NEP, this particular program was very much needed by all of us. So this is organized on a very important topic in the current times, that is electronic content development. At the very outset, I thank Honorable Ved Prakash sir for his very scholarly and enlightening deliberation, along with the brief deliberation made by Professor Bakshi Sahab, and a very wonderful introduction given by none other than Professor Vimal Rar Madam. Our college, a little bit of about my college. Our college, with its glorious past of the last 60 years in the field of education and with a very promising future, is currently celebrating its Diamond Jubilee year. Under the visionary leadership of our President, Honorable Rangnekar sir, Secretary, Honorable Dr. Pandit sir, and a very dynamic CEO, Honorable Dr. Mala Kharkar Madam, the college is paving its path towards academic excellence with various grades, to name a few, A+ by NAC and many more. The college is the beneficiary under the RUSA 2 under component 8, that is enhancing quality and excellence in select autonomous colleges. Under RUSA 2, the college has engaged in the development of physical and ICT infrastructure and is organizing various activities for the benefit of all its stakeholders. The current faculty development program, which is collaborated and in which we have number of participants, is in keeping with the spirit and may be said as another feather in our cap. The FDP is specially timely, as under RUSA, the college has developed a e-content development studio, which I am sure will greatly facilitate the creation of e-content by our teachers for the benefit of students. E-content development has indeed become the need of the hour, and in the changing scenario of education in India, teachers must become effective content developers to meet the emerging pedagogical needs, making learning participative and increasing students' involvement in the teaching learning transaction, and is in keeping with the global trends. Our college boasts of an intelligent staff with a high level of integrity, who are constantly trying to better the learning experience for our students. I place on record my high level of appreciation for the 78 participants from our college for showing their keen interest in this program. I am sure they will immensely benefit from it. Once again, I take this opportunity to place on record my high level of appreciation and gratitude towards the organizers for organizing this wonderful program and giving us an opportunity to collaborate with you. I wish all the participants a very fruitful academic experience during the next 6 days. Once again, I greet you all and thank you all for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. And it's really heartening to know that you have set up the e-content studio, which will be providing your teachers an opportunity to really create the content which they can use it for the learners. And I will request that you can even involve the students to be helping the teachers in preparation. And we'll be talking about the strategies on these.
Sure, madam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. And now I will request next collaborating institution principal, Dr. S.R. Nibor, who is principal of B.D. Hambarde Mahavidyalaya, Ashti from Maharashtra. Welcome, sir, and I request you to please share the words of wisdom with us. Sir is there?
Ma'am, I guess won't be joining.
Okay, okay. So I'll request now Dr. A.S. Rathod, sir, is there?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, Rishraj, you'll be speaking on his behalf?
On his behalf.
Okay, okay. Please, yeah. So for Dr. A.S. Rathod from Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College affiliated to Saurashtra University, Rajkot, Gujarat. So please convey his message. Yeah.
Our highly active coordinator of FDP, Professor Vimal Ram ma'am, honorable dignitaries of various institutes, GAD, TLC team, and the enthusiastic participants present in the Zoom meeting. Namaste and very good evening to all of you. A warm and hearty
I think there's some audio problem.
I think you've gone on mute. You've gone on mute.
Yeah, please unmute, Rishraj.
Okay. Okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I audible? Yes, yes. It's an honor and privilege to extend a very warm greeting to our distinguished and highly revered dignitaries amongst us. On behalf of our principal, Dr. A.S. Rathod, Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College, Rajkot, I take this opportunity to introduce our institute. We are gathered here today in this faculty development program on e-content development. Before we dive into this exciting world of e-content development, let us take a moment to know the brief idea of our institute, Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College, Rajkot. Rajkot, once a princely state, was ruled by Thakur Sahib Shri Dharmendra Singh Ji in 1936 AD. It was on this soil that the foundational stone of Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts and Science College was laid by His Excellency, the Right Honorable, the Earl of Wellington, the Governor General of India, on the 7th of January 1936. This esteemed college was established in 1937, a time when avenues to provide education without any discrimination based on caste, creed, color, religion, or language. This institution's vision extended beyond academics, emphasizing sports and physical education for the wholesome development of students. Today, the college campus stands as a testament to the commitment to education. Dr. R.K. Yagnik served as the first principal, and the campus boasts various halls, a library, sports facilities, and a garden. Education, as we all know, transcends time and space. It's a lifelong journey, and educational institutions like Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College entrusted with the task of nurturing young minds. Here, we aim not only to impart knowledge, but also to instill the essential life skill and environmental awareness in our students, ensuring they are prepared for the challenges of 21st century. Our approach fosters trust, openness, reverence among students and faculty members alike. The classroom is a sacred place where values and knowledge are cherished. We provide nurturing and inclusive environment that encourages creativity and confidence. In addition to our commitment to academic excellence, we are dedicated to community service and social responsibility. We take pride in our initiatives such as campus placement, infrastructure improvement, support for financially disadvantaged students. There are 11 departments in our college, and thus our institute is the oldest and the biggest college of Rajkot in arts faculty. Our college is eager for the promotion of research and development, and as a result, the institute conducted national and international research-related programs for the betterment of learners as well as professors. There are 11 academicians who are PhD guides and guided more than 50 candidates in the academic journey. Looking ahead, we have exciting, including an international conference, collaborations with other higher education institutes, our commitment to students' welfare, education, and holistic development remains unwavering. Once again, I extend my welcome to all participants of this faculty development program on e-content. Let us embark on this journey of learning and growth together as we explore the exciting world of e-content development, its impact on education. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and please convey our regards.
Hello,
and
ma'am.
Dr. Rathod. Hello, yeah, please.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Myself, Principal Nimbore.
Please, sir. I announce your name. I think you were not there. So
No,
nice to have you. Welcome, sir. Please, if you can share your words of wisdom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to you. Yeah.
On the behalf of GAD-TLC and Advocate B.D. Amberde Mahavidyalaya ST Maharashtra, I heartily welcome to all participants in this faculty development program on e-content development. Firstly, I am happy that we are in collaboration with Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center. Advocate B.D. Amberde Mahavidyalaya ST Maharashtra, having A-graded college by NAC in third cycle, and is one of the most known college for academic excellence in Maharashtra. Last year also, we have organized FDP with Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center, and know that it's a very good team providing training on recent issues. I welcome all team of Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center and all honorable principals of collaborating colleges. I wish all the success to all participants. Also, I am thankful to Professor Ved Prakash ji, Professor Bakshi sir, and Vimal Rar ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And again, it's an honor that we have already conducted events with you. And again, we are joining hands in this. So thanks to you for taking this FDP further in your area and especially in your institution, because these are the areas where we all have to be equipping our teachers. So thank you so much. And now for another very exciting and knowledgeable session, which will be actually taking you to the journey that how the digital transformation in higher education in India, an overview. So we will try to understand through this the global perspective, as well as what these MOOCs are, how the online courses, what are the accessibility tools. And so we will get started with a view, start from basics. I think sir will be starting. And before I invite Professor A.K. Bakshi sir, who is again a well-known personality, no need to introduce him, but still it is my duty that very briefly I will introduce him. I think in the last, starting from 2016, when we GAD-TLC, sir was taking session, no, not that, but I think from more than 4 decades, he is training teachers, right, from school education to higher education. And then, yes, with the GAD-TLC, we have taken it in a more structured program. So thank you so much, sir, for guiding and designing these programs, how it should be taken further. Sir is founder, vice chancellor of PDM University, and also his former executive director of Tertiary Education Commission, Mauritius. He's also former vice chancellor, UP Rajrishi Tandon Open University, and he had held the chair of chemistry and head department of chemistry, University of Delhi. He was also director CPDHE, where the training of teachers from Delhi University, and this is a UGC HRDC center, where he was also instrumental as IRRL director, where as a team I joined him, and we did various transformations of integration of ICT at Delhi University level. And through this, we then created some models which were appreciated by ministry, and we got the EPG Pathshala project type of responsibilities. Sir is a double gold medalist and PhD of Delhi University, and he has done his postdoctoral training in University of Erlangen, Germany, with the Nobel laureates he has worked. He has also been visiting scientists and at premier institutions like TIFR, Mumbai, and Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I am happy to share that he has delivered more than, I think, 1,000 sessions in various national and international forums and training programs. He has also been instrumental in preparing the MOOCs, the EPG Pathshala project. Sir was the PI and I was the co-PI with him for chemistry. And not only the chemistry, we took it further for 5 other subjects as well at Center for E-Learning. He is a recipient of various awards and academic honors, and he was felicitated 2 times for distinctive and outstanding contribution to education, including e-transformation of University of Delhi by the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So welcome, sir, and we are all looking for your session on digital transformation in higher education in India and overview. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Vimal, for your very kind words of introduction. All the esteemed dignitaries present on the opinion, Professor Vimal Rao, I can see Professor Sarita, the principals of the various collaborating institutions, and last but not the least, dear participants from all over the country. First of all, I would like to thank you for reposing trust in GAD-TLC and joining this program. You know, that speaks volumes about GAD-TLC, which, you know, since its inception has trained almost more than 80,000 teachers in the country. And it's your love and affection that has been a big boost for us to carry on along these lines. And now, as it has been told to you, that we have also got Malviya Mission Center, which is another project of the Government of India. And we would be launching many new programs in the days to come. So coming to the present talk, you know, this faculty development program is on e-content development. And ultimately, it talks about how technology gets integrated with education. And that's basically digital transformation. So I will deliver a talk on digital transformation in higher education in India, which will be an introductory talk. And let me first share my screen and then I start. So you can see this is the title of my talk, Digital Transformation in Higher Education in India, an Overview. Why this talk is being delivered in the beginning? Because, you know, this is going to be an introductory talk. Many of you may not be familiar with many things. So it will bring everybody at the same level. The basics we will cover in this. And based on these foundations, the subsequent lectures will follow. Therefore, this talk has to be viewed from that perspective. And as it is going to be an introductory talk focusing on the impact of technology on higher education in India. Now, in this talk, the first thing which comes is technology. What is technology? Technology in simple language is the application of scientific knowledge to practical use in human life. That is the simplest definition of technology. And the science of today is said to be the technology of tomorrow. As science is growing day by day, technological advancements are also taking place, and they are changing the entire scenario. So that's basically the thing you have to keep it in mind. But one thing which you should always keep in mind is technology has some limitations. Technology is only an enabler. Technology doesn't have a brain of its own. It's up to us how we use technology. Technology makes our lives easier and more convenient and helps us to do many things much more quickly and effectively. Then why not use them in education also? That's the question. And as you will see in this talk, various problems which are facing the education sector in the country, the solution to them lies in technological advancements. So from that point of view, technology becomes very, very important. Now, this is how this talk has been structured. This is in 4 parts. First, I will talk about what is digital transformation and why there is a need for it. In part 2, we will see what has been the impact of ICT on higher education in India. In part 3, we will talk about the future of digital transformation in the country. And lastly, in part 4, we will talk about how we can empower teachers for their new roles in this digital age. So, this talk will cover almost all important aspects relating to technology. Coming to part 1, what is digital transformation and why there is a need for it? You already know that Government of India launched Digital India Initiative in 2015. It's now almost more than 8 years. And a lot of progress has been achieved. The vision of Digital India was to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. But before we go further, let's try to understand the difference between these 3 terms which come very often. One is digitization, second is digitalization, and the third is digital transformation. See, digitization basically means when there is a shift from manual processes to digital process. That process is called digitization. And digitalization is when your organization has a culture of using technology to run it. That is called digitalization. In almost every activity, you use digitization. So that term is digitalization. And digital transformation is the outcome of digitization and digitalization. So these 3 terms you should be very, very clear. They are all linked, but they are certainly not the same. Digital transformation, when we talk in higher education, it means the transformation brought about in higher education as a result of integration of technology with it. And during this Corona time, during this COVID, this process of digital transformation has been going on very fast. As a matter of fact, it is said that what could have been achieved in 10 years, that was achieved in 1 year. So COVID-19 has sped up the process of digital transformation. And we all learned most of the technologies only during that time. And here I would also like to mention that this integration of education with technology is done using digital tools. So digital tools are the tools which help in various tasks involved in the integration of technology with education. For example, even this Zoom platform through which I am speaking to you, this is also a digital tool. So, these digital tools help in making these tasks easier to complete. Look at this. All these are digital tools, as you can see here. These are some examples. Interactive whiteboard, word processing, MS Word is digital tool. PowerPoint presentation tool is again a digital tool. Electronic reference material, digital tool. Video recording and editing apps, video conferencing apps, Zoom, Google Meet, they are all digital tools. Learning management systems are digital tools. And various audio tools are also digital tools. And even ChatGPT, which has now created a sort of revolution, that is also a digital tool. So you can see in all of them, technology helps in integrating education with it. Even, according to the new education policy, it says that the relationship between technology and education at all levels is bidirectional. This is what new education policy says. What does it mean? It means that technology helps in enhancing the quality of education. And the enhanced quality of education then further helps in improving the technology. So they feed on each other. That is the meaning of bidirectional. And in this 21st century, in this information age, it is difficult to imagine education without technology. Now we have reached a stage where one cannot imagine education without technology. That is why this whole program is there. Look at this, how much we are dependent on technology. Let's look at this. What happens in 1 internet minute? You can see 900,000 logins on Facebook, 3.5 million search queries on Google, 16 million text messages in 1 internet minute, and so on. The list is so long. That means so much is the world getting dependent on internet. And now Japan has come with the news that it is going to create internet which is going to be 100,000 times faster than the current speed. So you can very well imagine how technology is changing. And in the years to come, things will be very, very fast. Now the question is, why digital transformation after all? See, digital transformation is expected to enhance the quality of education and to help achieve the 21st century learning needs. That is the purpose behind digital transformation, and we will see how this happens. And as we will also see, digital transformation in higher education works on these 5 fronts. It helps in improving the access to higher education. It helps in enhancing the quality of education. It is possible to have learner-centric education because of technology, what we call as experiential learning. It helps in promoting education with equity. And then the problems of competent faculty shortage and infrastructure, they are also taken care of because of this digital transformation. So you can see what all digital transformation can achieve in education. But one thing you should always keep it in mind, that ultimate goal of education is always the same. And what are those goals? One is to produce good human being. Second is a responsible citizen. And the third is a competent professional. After all, it is the education which produces a competent professional for different professions. And in any profession you may be, for being competent, you need three things, and they are knowledge, skills, attitude, etc. That is what is called personality. So that is the ultimate goal of education. I mean, formal education. And this summarizes it best. In any profession, your competence will be determined by these three things: knowledge, skills, and personality. Personality doesn't mean looks. Personality means a set of traits and behaviors that characterize an individual. You know, earlier education system focused mainly on knowledge. But now you must have seen all universities and colleges are focusing on skill enhancement courses. And then they are also focusing on value-added courses, which will help you in improving your personality, your thinking, your mindset. Because, you know, in these three things, even if one thing is weak, it will affect your competence. So aim has to be ultimately to enhance your competence. So this was part one about digital transformation, why there is a need and all that I have told you. You know, this talk will totally cover every aspect. And later on in other talks, we will expand on them. Now we come on to the second part, that is the impact of ICT on higher education. You can see here, once we talk about ICT, the first question comes, what is ICT? See, ICT is an umbrella term that encompasses all communication technologies that provide access to information. Be it internet, wireless network, satellite communication, cell phone, digital TV, all will come under ICT. And the common thing is ICT in any form processes information and aids communication. That's the meaning of ICT. And this ICT has impacted all areas of higher education in the country. And this impact was more during the corona. It started since that time. And this is the best slide which covers all areas which have been impacted. Teaching learning has changed. Now we have e-learning and MOOCs, PowerPoint presentation, video clippings, audios, etc. Then experimental work, wherever in whatsoever disciplines you need, that has changed. You have virtual labs. Revision of syllabi can be easily done through email and discussion forums and video conferencing. Again, technology helps you. In research, if you have to do literature survey, electronic databases have come. Again, technology. In assessment, online examinations have become very popular. National Testing Agency has been created. Again, technology. In the professional development, ARPIT, annual refresher program in teaching. Again, technology. And now we are talking, there are more than 350, 370 participants all over the country, and they are listening to this talk, again, because of technology, online. And then ICT empowered pedagogies have come. Again, possible because of technology. So you can see how ICT has transformed higher education in the country. 4 years back, nobody talked much about these things in India, but now everybody talks about that. And e-learning and MOOCs, about which I just mentioned, they are basically a manifestation of digital transformation in higher education. I will take each one of them so that you understand the impact of technology, and now starts also the e-content. You know, if you look at ICT in teaching and learning, there comes e-learning, MOOCs, and other sources. What is education after all? Education is the process of facilitating learning. Through education, you learn. But here we talk about e-learning. Here, learning is using electronic means. So, emphasis is still on learning. The mechanism has changed. So, you can say that e-learning is a learning that uses ICT. That is the simplest definition. And MOOCs are what? MOOCs is also a popular e-resource which facilitates e-learning, but in a very structured manner. MOOC is a, well-structured e-resource. This term is not very old. This term was coined only in the year 2008. And in the year 2008, when this term was coined, within few years, MOOCs became so popular in the world that in the year 2012, New York Times headline was Year of the MOOC. That was the beginning, big thing at that stage. And MOOC, as you all know, is basically massive open online course. It is just a course. Just as for a semester paper, you have a course. We call it massive because there can be unlimited enrollment. Lakhs and lakhs of students can enroll in one course at the same time. Open means no qualification are required to enroll. Anybody can, until unless you want to obtain the grades. Then it is offered online through web. And normally, for one semester paper, there is one course, which is we generally, if we have a 4-credit paper, there will be one course. So that is basically what MOOC is. Massive open online course. The basic philosophy of MOOC is 4 A's. What? Anytime, anywhere, anyone, any number of times. Once course is there, you can learn from that course anytime. You may be anywhere. Anybody can learn. And you can learn as many times as you want. You can't ask your teacher to repeat everything again and again, but here everything is possible. Then these courses are highly economical. You hardly have to pay anything. What you need is just a laptop or a smartphone or a tablet and internet connection. And because of all these benefits, one can decide one's own pace of learning. That is why, MOOC, that year was called the Year of MOOCs, because it revolutionized the entire learning. You don't have to go to the college during particular hours. You can learn at any time. And the basis of MOOCs is, when we say it is a course means it is having some content. So the basis of the MOOCs is e-content. This e-content is also called digital content. The basic definition of e-content is content or information which is delivered or made available using computer networks such as internet. So this is the simplest definition of e-content. I have some content, I deliver it to somebody through internet. Or if I have some internal computer network, I can do it on that. And the most common e-content will be including all this. It could have text, it could have videos, it could have audios, it could have animations and graphics. These are going to be the part of the e-content. You may ask the question why these things are required. Because here teacher is not there. You have to learn on your own. It is self-learning. Therefore, text, videos, audios, animation, graphics, they will make self-learning more interesting. Wherever you are not able to understand something, some video will come, some animation will come, some graphics will come for interpretation. So that's basically the e-content. And just how the e-content is developed, I will just give you very brief, but in the subsequent lectures, we will discuss it in details. Suppose you have a 4-credit paper. You have the syllabus for that paper. You normally cover that paper in 35 to 40 lectures. So you divide the syllabus into 35 to 40 parts. And for each part, you develop e-content. The e-content which you develop for any part, that is called its module. So there will be ultimately 35 to 40 modules. Now the question is, how do you develop any module? You take one part of the syllabus. Subject matter experts will write static content for that. The text they will write. Text, value addition, quizzes, graphics, images, that will be done by the subject matter expert. But to that static content, technical team with the help of subject matter expert will do multimedia enrichment. Wherever required, it will add audios, videos, animation, simulation, etc. So that that content becomes more and more interesting. Because merely reading text on the screen is going to be very boring. But if you have some interactivity, some audios, some videos, that will be very interesting. And so multimedia enrichment of the static content will give you e-content. And this will be for each module. So ultimately, there will be 35 to 40 modules. We will discuss all this in detail later on, but this is the thinking behind development of e-content. But please remember one thing. In the development of e-content, you have to be a great teacher. Because subject you should know. You can use the technology the way you want, but you should know where the technology is to be used. As I mentioned earlier, technology is only an enabler. Ideas should come from you. So that is how you prepare it. You know why these 4 quadrants are required? Because, you know, it is well known that in the learning, adults retain 90% of what they hear, see, say, and do. So these 4 quadrants represent that. Something to hear, something to see, something to do, that means interactivity, etc. So good quality e-content ultimately will be that content which makes self-learning exciting and interesting. You know, it may look very easy, but very, very difficult. We have taken years and years. You know, in GAD-TLC and before that in Delhi University, it was a massive team effort. I may be good in the subject, but then I need a supporting technical team which can prepare videos, audios, then fit in that everything, interactivity, quizzes, assessment, all that. Because in the 4 quadrants which we will do, there will be all features which will be coming. Look at this, how animation can help you. Just one example, just watch this.
It's scorching heat and a person is really thirsty. He is willing to pay a good amount to get thirst quenching 1 glass of water. This is because he is getting immense benefit from this 1 glass of water. From the second glass of water, the additional benefit he derives is a little less than the benefit from the first bottle. Hence, he is willing to pay a little less for the second one. The economist's term for this additional benefit is marginal benefit. And so he derives even a little less benefit from third class and would pay even lesser. This explains the law of diminishing marginal utility.
So you can see how this law of diminishing marginal utility has been very well explained using this animation. That is the beauty of multimedia enrichment. But ideas have to come. Technology will not give you this idea. you have to be creative in that way. And once you have one MOOC ready, 35, 40 modules, this is normally covered in 15 weeks. One MOOC of 35, 40 modules generally has a 40 hours duration. In this, 20 hours are the videos. This is covered in 15 weeks. 13 weeks are self-learning, and the 2 weeks are revision and assessment. In the first 7 weeks, you will cover some modules. Then there will be revision and assessment week. Then will come the remaining modules, then the revision and assessment. That is how it works. So that is how the MOOC has been structured. And there are so many subjects, so many papers. Therefore, the development task of MOOCs in India has been divided amongst various national coordinators. NPTEL is doing it for engineering subjects. UGC is doing for postgraduate non-technical discipline, 77. CEC, Consortium for Education Communication, has developed MOOCs for 87 undergraduate disciplines. IGNOU is doing for some diploma certificate. CBSE, NCRT, NIUS is doing for 9th to 12th standards, and so on. All these tasks have been divided. That is why, it is a national level project, development of MOOCs. So many agencies have been working together. And all the MOOCs which have been developed in the country, they are ultimately uploaded on this SWAYAM platform, which is a learning management system. You go to this site, you will have all the MOOCs which are available. So SWAYAM is a learning management system. The vision of the government is that SWAYAM is going to be ATL, anytime learning for MOOCs, just as we have ATM for money. Any course you want, go to the MOOCs, learn it. See, it's going to be a very useful and beneficially repository of all these courses. And please remember, the MOOCs in the country have been developed by the top experts of the country. It's not that anybody can develop. Government has funded it. And the SWAYAM platform, you should know, already there are more than 3 crore enrollments on SWAYAM platform. It is one of the world's largest MOOC providers. There are already more than 3,000 courses from 9th standard up to PG. $33 million investment has already been done, and now must be much more. And for every MOOC, there is an introductory video which gives you the summary of the MOOC, so that you know what is covered in this MOOC. And then the courses are free. But if you want to obtain some certificate, there is a fee for examination. And the courses are flexible. Sometimes, there are 35 to 40 modules. You may not go through all the modules. You just can go to some relevant modules where you are interested. And these MOOCs are going to be very useful, not only for students, even for teachers. They can also learn a lot. Those teachers who are new to the profession, they can learn how to introduce a topic, how to build it. So it can be wonderful for them. For example, I have one MOOC on quantum chemistry. This is for MSc chemistry, and this is the introductory video.
Students, welcome to this MOOC on quantum chemistry for postgraduate students. This MOOC, which you are required to complete in 15 weeks, has been developed in a very systematic and logical manner. In the first week, you will learn about the fundamentals of quantum mechanics, such as what is quantum mechanics, how did it originate, what's its role in chemistry, and how does it operate, etc. This will be required to submit in the 9th and
so like that, it is given for all the 15 weeks.
Approximate methods of quantum mechanics. Here we
anyway. And if you look at the MOOCs on the SWAYAM platform, the most popular MOOCs in the country have been these. Computing with Python, developed by IIT Ropar. then ethical hacking, then programming in C++ and programming in Java. These are the most popular MOOCs in the country, which are hosted on SWAYAM platform. And please remember, this SWAYAM on learning management system is designed to achieve the 3 cardinal principles of new education policy. What are those? Access, equity, and quality. Please remember this, AEQ. Access means, look at this, India is the 3rd largest system of education in the world. We have more than 1,000 universities, 44,000 colleges, 11,296 standalone institutions, 15.5 lakh teachers, and more than 4 crore students. Considerable growth, but still our gross enrollment ratio is very less. So MOOCs can help in increasing the gross enrollment ratio in higher education. In 2019, gross enrollment ratio was 26.3%. According to new education policy, the target is 50% by 2035. This cannot be done. You cannot open new universities and colleges. You cannot succeed via that mode. So MOOCs can help you. Online education can help you. So this is a big, big benefit. Because if you do it physically, you will be needing 3.3 million more teachers, taking the student-teacher ratio to be 1:15. That means 235% increase. That may not be possible. So here MOOCs can help. So that is the access part. Then it also helps you in quality, because the MOOCs have been developed by the best of the experts in the country. So it is something like the best of the country addressing the rest. Then MOOCs can also help you in realizing the dream of lifelong learning. See, I am a student of chemistry. I want to learn political science or international relations. I can enroll in those MOOCs. Nobody can stop me. Then high quality education will be available to the masses. So you can very well see what benefit MOOCs can give to the country. And all these MOOCs, all this quality education is available with equity. We are fair, not equality, equity. And MOOCs make learning learner-centric. And just one click away, just click and you have the MOOCs before you. And now, according to the UGC regulations, any student can enroll in up to 40% of the courses per semester through MOOCs on SWAYAM and earn credits. This is a big, big change. So you can very well see how digital transformation is changing the education scenario in the country. That is the thing you have to keep it in mind. Here, I would also like to tell you about, just as we have SWAYAM platform, there are many other most popular MOOC platforms in the world: edX, Coursera, Udacity, Khan Academy. These are the world's top 5 MOOC providers, developed by USA, China, UK, etc. And these are the number of courses which they are hosting. And do you know that which are the most popular MOOCs in the world? These are the most popular MOOCs in the world. Machine learning. It is on Coursera, developed by Stanford University. The science of well-being. Learning how to learn. This is one MOOC which is becoming very popular. Then you can see at the bottom there is Introduction to Public Speaking. Again developed on Coursera by the University of Washington. So, you know, why they are so popular? Because these universities, these MOOC platforms holders, they are collaborating with the top professors of these universities and developing the MOOC. So quality of the MOOC ultimately is going to be very important. One thing you should remember in mind, that many people talk of developing MOOC, but there are many challenges in the development of MOOCs. They need to be of very high quality, authenticity, and interactivity. It's not easy. You yourself should have done a lot of thinking on the subject. You should have the clarity of concepts before you teach others. And development of a high quality MOOC needs a coordination between academic and technical team. Then these need to be developed in a time-bound manner. You can't take years and years to develop a MOOC. And then most of the MOOCs in the country are in English. We need to develop them in regional languages. That is another challenge. So what I mean to say is, on paper it looks good, but in real development, it's a huge task. And those who have developed, they know, only the wearer know where the shoe pinches. And my experience says you need to be a great teacher with excellent writing skills if you want to develop high quality MOOCs. You have to develop MOOCs, you have to arrange them in systematic and logical manner. Language should be simple. You should have clarity of expression. You should have the ability to come down to the level of the weak student so that even the weakest student enrolls in that MOOC, he or she is able to learn. So this was the report that the number of Indian learners opting for MOOCs is increasing. There are 3 crore enrollments in SWAYAM. This was my article in Times of India about how SWAYAM will transform the quality of faculty in the country. So this was about teaching learning. Then ICT is also playing an important role in the revision of syllabi and curriculum. See, the knowledge is growing very, very fast. Therefore, we need to revise syllabi more frequently. ICT can provide a platform for periodic revision of syllabi through email, discussion forum, and video conferencing. You know, there was a time in the country when revision of syllabi used to take many years, but now technology can very quickly get it done. ICT can also help you in research. It can't make you creative or innovative, but it can help you in the various processes. Because research in frontier areas is becoming more and more challenging due to vastly increasing literature in each field. And now electronic databases are coming. They are the real information source in the 21st century. You know, an electronic database is like a telephone directory. You just need to know how to search a number. You will get it. You don't need to remember all the things. And they have revolutionized the literature survey because libraries cannot have all the journals. And these are some of the most popular electronic databases in the world. Scopus. It has 71 million items, 1.4 billion references published by elsewhere. Web of Science, Science Direct, ERIC, PubMed. They are becoming so famous, you know, they save time. That's basically technology does. You can immediately get the reference. So that, you know, researchers spend more time on thinking rather than on doing the literature survey. Then ICT is also helping you in assessment. We will talk about this separately also. Online examination is becoming very popular. It gives immediate results, uniform marking, cost-effective self-assessment. National Testing Agency has been created. It was created in 2017, and now almost all major exams in the country are conducted by NTA. CUET is also conducted, and now even NEET and JEE are going to be integrated with CUET. There is going to be one national examination in future. Just see how things are changing. But all this is technology, digital transformation. But technology will not set question paper for you. It can help you, but ideas have to come from you. That's the real catch. If you want highly creative question, idea has to come from you. Because, you know, cognitive learning is, according to revised Bloom taxonomy, is a 6-level hierarchy. So learning process has 6 learning outcomes: remembering, understanding, application, up to creativity. So you should set questions also testing each learning outcome. That should come from you. Technology can now also help you in setting multimedia enriched question. Technology can help, but idea again has to come from you. You can have now picture-based questions, audio-based question, video-based question, comprehension-based question. These are some of the common software, hot potatoes, Google. We will discuss this in this course. But using them, okay, we will teach, but they will not set questions for you. And then artificial intelligence is going to come in assessment very soon. Adaptive assessment, machine set question papers. Algorithms will replace mentors. That time is not far off when exams will be at your doorstep on demand. Whenever you want, you can have exam. Technology will make it possible. Digital invigilation will replace physical invigilation, digital attendance, and many more things are going to come. Again, technology is an enabler. It is helping you to do so many things with your ideas. Look at this was the Times report. Exams tomorrow may move to your bedroom, but the invigilator would still be watching because there is an artificial intelligence proctor which will keep a watch on your movement. And image recognition technique will ensure that the right person is appearing in the examination. So cheating you cannot do. Then ICT has also changed the professional development of higher education faculty. Look at this. This is the summary. There used to be academic staff colleges, which later on came to be known as human resource development centers. Then came Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya centers like GAD-TLC. And now we are having Malviya Mission Teacher Training Center. There are 111 centers from this month actually. And then online programs, ARPIT, refresher course programs through National Resource Centers. All possible because of technology. Nobody would have thought 5 years or 10 years back that all this could be possible. And this National Resource Center or ARPIT program, this was launched in 2018. And our GAD-TLC is National Resource Center of Chemistry of the Government of India. And the focus of these ARPIT programs is on the latest developments in the subject, then new and emerging areas, then pedagogical innovations and methodologies for transacting curricula more effectively. And you know, our ARPIT program in chemistry is rated to be the best in the country. It has 35 to 40 modules, but this is its introductory video. Just watch. That will give you an idea how technology has changed the entire refresher course programs. Just watch it.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Vimal Raj, and I am the coordinator of National Resource Center of Chemistry of MHRD, Government of India at SCTB Khalsa College, University of Delhi.
And myself, Professor A.K. Bakshi. We welcome you all to the ARPIT 2019, which is going to provide you a unique opportunity to learn as per your convenience. For this online refresher course, we have selected a variety of interesting and exciting topics.
So that these are useful for all the UG and PG chemistry teachers of our country, irrespective of their specialization.
Let's have a look at the variety of the modules which have been developed with the help of leading experts from all over the country.
To begin with, we will have a special module as Chem News, which will bring the latest news to you from the world of chemistry.
The modules entitled Chem Talks will focus on the latest development as well as new and emerging areas of chemistry.
In the Chem Safe Lab modules, we will focus on various measures to be taken to prevent accidents in our chemistry lab.
in the module on CAM Nobel laureates. This time we will be focusing on life and contributions of Agnes Rutherford.
Through the module titled CAM Pedagogy, we will highlight on improving curriculum development and question paper setting.
You will all agree that there are many difficult topics in chemistry. In the modules entitled CAM Simplified, we will take some of these topics and explain them in a very simple way. To commemorate 150th anniversary of periodic table in 2019.
So you can see how it was developed. First of all, the idea was how to develop it, what were the ideas. Then, we have about 35 to 40 such 1-hour lectures. Then bringing the top experts of the country before the camera and recording in the studios, all that was a big, big challenge. But that's possible. And then ICT can also help you in ICT-empowered pedagogies for learner-centric education. We still follow the original talk and chalk method of teaching, which has many limitations. You all know it is teacher-centric, monologue. You can't explain many things on the class. Then it is slow and time consuming. It presumes all students learn in identical fashion. This is a serious drawback of talk and chalk method. And then focus is on examination, rote learning, and scoring high marks. It's very unfortunate that in our education system, the focus is on well-filled mind. What we need is a well-formed mind. We can't keep on filling the minds of the students with knowledge and knowledge. We need to make them think. That's what we mean by well-formed mind. Please remember, learning is not the product of teaching. Learning is the product of the activity of the learners. So we need to engage the learners. That pedagogies will work. And technology makes it possible. And the better engagement of learner leads to better retention of learned information. So that's the thinking behind ICT-empowered pedagogy. So in this country, for all of you, there is a need to shift from teacher-centric to learner-centric methods of teaching. The thinking is students learn best when they are engrossed in the topic. They're motivated to seek out new knowledge and skills because they need them in order to solve the problem. And all this is possible because of technology. On paper, it looks okay, but we need to embrace them. We need to adopt them. And in learner-centric education, you don't have one method. You have so many methods. Case studies, experiential learning, project-based learning, problem-based learning, collaborative learning, flipped classroom, etc. So this is another revolution brought about by technology. Project-based learning is there, collaborative learning environment is there. Then, in this experiential learning, as you can see, retention rate is 75%, whereas in the lecture, retention rate is 5%. Then in experiential learning comes the flipped classroom model, which is becoming very popular all over the world. Here, you have to create a video lecture and share it with the students. Students will watch the video lecture and they will prepare questions for the teacher. And then in the class, teacher will facilitate discussion and answer students' questions and ask questions and participate in the learning activity. So engagement of the students. It's blended learning approach. All over the world, this flipped classroom model is becoming very, very popular. We will tell you how to create a video lecture, but idea has to come from you. What will you speak in video lecture? So there, your competence as a teacher becomes very, very important. In flipped classroom, learning which is usually done in the classroom becomes homework, and the homework which is usually done at home becomes the classwork. That is how they are flipped. But the biggest challenge in the flipped classroom model is how to develop high quality instructional videos and other online materials. Teachers need to be trained for that. How to help students acquire higher order thinking skills. Please remember, if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday, we are going to rob them of tomorrow. You must change with the changing times. This is the need of the hour. This is my article on flipped classroom in Times of India's Education Times. This is another article. This is also my article. Then virtual labs have come for practical curriculum. Again, technology being used. This is a project of the government of India. You have virtual lab, internet, and then remote users can use it. So many institutions have collaborated in developing the virtual labs. And these areas have been covered already. Engineering areas and all areas of science and engineering are covered. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see I'm again bringing this, what I showed earlier, how ICT has changed the higher education scenario. Everything has changed. Therefore, you must be an active participant in this change now for future changes. ICT, if used creatively, can make a big difference in the way the teachers teach and the students learn. Then virtual universities are coming from this. Already in Delhi, we have the virtual school. National Digital University is going to come in the country from this year. There will be unlimited seats, minimal eligibility criteria, affordable education, flexible learning, large variety of courses, education in mother tongue. These are going to be the benefits. But then digital transformation has some drawbacks also. Online education has some serious limitation. There is little no to face-to-face interaction. That way it is highly impersonal. It's mainly a monologue. For example, I am speaking to more than 300 participants. They have not seen me. I have never met them. Just we are interacting. So that sometimes may create a sense of self-isolation. Human touch is missing. Collaborative learning is missing. Then already, during Corona time, it took a lot of toll on the children. Then all disciplines cannot be taught very well online. And then too much time before computer screen could be harmful. Some of the subjects like surgery, dental hygiene, and sports cannot be taught in an online mode. There, physical presence is required. Then there is a lack of communication skill development in online student. So these are all limitations. And now people have started developing MOOCs. We have poor quality. There is hardly any accreditation in online courses. That is why now people are thinking in education that online courses should come with a grade by the accrediting agency, so that this mad race for developing online courses should be stopped. Then there is also a problem of digital divide. This term, was coined in 2001. Basically, it is the meaning of the fact that digitalization is not happening equally all over the world. Digital divide could be, you may not have access to the device. You have the device, but internet is not available, or you can't afford, or climatic conditions are such that you cannot have internet. So all these create problem of digital divide. But in India, still the situation is not very bad. World population is 8 billion, and there are 4.4 billion internet users in the world. Out of that, 600 million are in India and 40% in rural areas. And there is a report that by 2028, 100% of the world population will have internet access. So things are slowly changing. This was a report about our GAD-TLC in Education Times. Then internet speed also we need to increase. In India, the internet speed is quite low, whereas some of the leading countries have quite high internet speed. There are many other digital initiatives in higher education, which government has launched. Look at this Swayam Prabha. This is educational channels are there. This is a big initiative. Then we have National Academic Depository, another channel where your degree certificates can be stored. Then you have National Digital Library, where books, articles, theses, etc. are there. You have, free and open source software education. It promotes the use of open source software in the curriculum. You have EPG Pathshala for which we have also developed the content. This is again another initiative, EPG Pathshala, where you get, e-content in almost 70 subjects. You have eVidwan, where you get a database of profiles of scientists, researchers, and other faculty members in the country. It's again very useful. You have Shodh Ganga, which is a reservoir of Indian theses, which is available on InflipNet. You have eAcharya, which has developed a web-based interface called eAcharya, which, it is an integrated e-content portal for all e-content projects, eAcharya. Spoken tutorial is there that basically popularizes e-learning. And there can be a full lecture on each one of them. These are all the digital initiatives. I will just now take another 7-8 minutes and then I will stop it. So you can see how things have changed. I have given you the entire journey. Now, what is going to be the future of digital transformation in higher education? Because technology in education is a journey and not a destination. This, 1G, 2G, we have come up to 5G. Then India is entering an era of education 4.0, which is a total technology mediated education, because world is witnessing Industrial Revolution 4 and 5. And for Industrial Revolution 4 education, we have 4.0. And for Industrial Revolution 5, which is the human-robot collaboration, it is education 5 or 5.0. Here, one thing I want to tell everyone, Industrial Revolution, education system, and society are all interlinked. Each historical industrial revolution created a system of education that addressed its needs. And this further brought about changes in society. That is why Industrial 4.0, Industrial Revolution 4.0 created a system of education 4.0. And that changed the society to society 4.0. That is how they are all linked. And in many parts of the world, we are already in the Industrial Revolution 5.0, Education 5.0, and Society 5.0. This was my article on how Education 4.0 will work for coming generations. So these are the technologies of the future. You all know that. These are changing the thing. Gamification is coming in a very, very big way. Already e-learning games are available. Blockchain technology is coming, which is basically a digital ledger. These are the benefits of blockchain technology: greater trust, stronger security, higher efficiency, etc. And this is ideal for storing academic data and records. Nobody can change them. And slowly the world is moving towards personalized learning in the years to come. Personalized learning is going to come. It is an educational approach that aims to customize learning for each learner's strengths, needs, skills, and interests. And this is Industrial Revolution 5, about which I said. Here, robots and road, they collaborate. And people are now talking even about machine creativity. Because would machines ever be able to match the creative output of a talented human? That's a question. But people now think we human beings are also something like machines. So there is a rapid race between humans and machines. Personalized e-content, MOOCs 2.0 are also coming. Because the MOOCs which have been developed so far, they are common for everybody. But MOOCs 2.0 will be, as per your requirement, needs, personalized that will be. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see education in future is going to be an amalgamation of the transformation driven by education 4, 5, NEP, pandemic, all that. And this is the last part. And in the light of all this, whatsoever I have said, I have just given an overview. The roles of the teachers are going to change now. Your role is going to change in the 21st century. Some teachers are now even worried that there will be perhaps no students to teach anymore in the near future because technology might take over teaching our students. So there are now question marks over the future of teaching profession even. Because there are so many sources of knowledge which are available now. The teachers may become redundant. That is why it is now said that teachers must do research, because research activity cannot be taken over by artificial intelligence. Although robot teachers are now coming, they are artificial intelligence empowered. Here students ask questions through commands and they answer it. So they may replace human teachers in future. ChatGPT, you know, already is coming. It's revolutionized the entire learning process. Then DAL-E2 is coming, where by just giving the text, you can create image. This is another revolution which is coming. In the light of all this, the roles of the teachers are changing. You have to become tech savvy in ICT skills. Remember that. Tomorrow, you may have to manage virtual classroom and discussion forum because students may be enrolled in e-learning and MOOCs. So you should learn that. You should learn learner-centric pedagogies. Teachers have to become coaches or mentors rather than knowledge providers. That role is going to change. You should be proficient in the development of e-content and MOOCs. Writing skills should be excellent. You know, all this is going to be your new role. And all this requires a change of mindset. Generally, we think what I know is enough. No, that's wrong. I must learn more. Change your mindset. Look at the quote. Birds born in a cage think flying is an illness. No, that mindset has to change. And now it is recognized that these are the 20 basic technology skills which every teacher must learn. But don't lose touch with the subject. You are a teacher first. These are the skills: word processing, spreadsheet, database, presentation skills, web navigation skills, then web designing, email management, digital cameras, computer network, then file management, downloading software from the web, installing computer software, video conferencing skills, computer-related storage device. You should learn slowly all these skills. These are going to be very, very useful tools for you. Then scanner knowledge, knowledge of digital writing tools, deep web knowledge, educational copyright, computer security knowledge. So list is long, but this is the minimum 20 skills which you should learn. And now, last slide, what are the possibilities for a teacher in respect of development of e-content and MOOCs? You are here. You can develop MOOCs for a 4-credit paper, 3 credit, 2 credit, or 1 credit, but it's not very easy, very massive team effort. Academic and technical team need to work together, I told you. You can develop teachers e-kit. I think Professor Vimal will talk about that. You can develop a series of videos on common misconceptions in your discipline. You can do a big contribution. You may be from physics, history, economics. There are so many common misconceptions in your discipline. Prepare a series of videos and share it with the students. You can also develop video lectures as a part of blended learning pedagogy for flipped classroom model. See, sky is the limit in the years to come. You should pick up and work in that direction. Bulldog determination is required. So inspire your students to be lifelong learners by being one. This is my last slide. Work with bulldog determination, world will be at your feet. Never give up. Be persistent. And look at the left side. जहां सबकी हिम्मत समाप्त होती है, वहीं से इतिहास रचने वालों की शुरुआत होती है. You can be a trendsetter. Look at the Vimal, how she started as a just beginner and where has she reached? I sometimes wonder. It's the dedication, effort, which can bring you to the top. See, world is prepared to bow before you, provided you have that potential. So work with bulldog determination, and I'm sure world will be at your feet. Thank you very much. These are our reports about our content in various newspapers. This is in Times of India. This is again in Times of India. This is about chemistry programs. This is again in chemistry. This is chemistry. This is chemistry. This is my editorial on the world of e-learning in Times of India. This is end of talk and chalk regime in Times of India. This is MOOCs in Hindustan Times, again about our MOOCs. Then this is my article on why the Indian education system must focus on innovating its teaching approach. This is my article on using ICT creatively in higher education. This is myself and Vimal's article, ICT for Quality Education in India. And this is about Education 4.0. Thank you very much. I took a little more time, but I just wanted to give you a feel of whole technological world. So your feedback is welcome. My cell number is there. My email ID is there. And all the best to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for I think giving us a complete overview of the digital transformations in the education field of education, specifically with respect to the higher education. I think you have taken us on a very big journey where you have told us all about the Swayam platform, all about the MOOCs, how the information on Swayam has to be uploaded, how we can enroll for that, and the fact that the gross enrollment ratio is increasing and in higher education, and how much the advantage of the ICT skills will be with respect to that. I think all of that you have told, apart from the challenges that are there in the development of MOOCs, which we all have to cross and embrace the technology. And sir, as you have said that we have to all be like a great teacher with excellent teaching skills. And as also before you, Professor Ved Prakash sir said that nowadays we have to all embrace technology. So therefore, in that, it is here that the development of MOOCs, how we can contribute to the development of MOOCs, that will really come handy. Because since we have to become good teachers and we have to embrace technology. So therefore, how proficient, the good reading material for that has to be available on the net. And for that, we all have to make a contribution towards that. So I think this FDP is going to help us in that, how we can all prepare for the development of MOOCs. I think this is the right platform for that. And you have set the stage for that by making us all aware of how we can contribute. And the rest, the other, I think the team members are going to do, Dr. Vimal, Dr. Julka, are all going to, I think, help all the participants in telling us how to go about the development of MOOCs. So I think we have to all understand
the problem is, Sarita, that this lecture was just an introduction, basic foundation, which covers all aspects of impact of technology on higher education. See, we started from the definition of technology. What is technology and where we ended. So, why I told, this is a talk of about 250 slides. Why I covered all that? Because the teachers tomorrow have to convince their students also. So if they themselves are clear, then they can convince their students also how the things are linked. So with that intention, I took. It's not that they did not know. Most of them, they knew many things. But I just build it in a very systematic and logical manner so that they can tomorrow also convince their own students. If they may also have many questions. So that way it has been presented in this manner, covering all.
Sir, it is apart from that, sir, as you're saying, but sir, unless the most important thing and the biggest challenge is the availability of the complete material to be available to the students on the net. So for that, unless we are competent enough to provide that material, I think, and be able to choose the right material for that, I think it is very important that we become tech savvy enough to be able to contribute towards that. Like you also said, that hybrid learning as well as blended learning. Now, all that is possible. So at one point of time, you also mentioned that we have to have everything can be now with respect to ICT, like the proctored exams or the assessment. And sir, in many of the previous programs, we have been talking about how we can make it interesting for students by having LMS in the class, where we keep on having a few quizzes in between, a small questions in between, which the students will answer on the LMS. Now,
Yes.
as long as we are not tech savvy enough for that, to be able to, supposing even if we have an LMS system, but I am not competent enough to make a quiz and put it on an LMS so that the students are awake and being able to answer, then how can I expect that kind of response from the students? So I think ourselves, we have to adapt to that kind of teaching style. And if we want to make it interesting, there are a lot of things in that we can do. We have been talking in previous FDPs like Mentimeter or hot potatoes that Narendrajit also talks about, and all these things. Now, unless we are comfortable with those, only then we are able to tell the students and make the quizzes according to that. So I think utna hum logon ko thoda seekh lena chahiye, and comfortable, we should also become comfortable with that. And then maybe if we introduce it in the class, बच्चे तो आजकल in any case they are always having their phones close by, so अगर phone पे वो हुआ LMS तो उनके लिए बहुत comfortable होगा phone के ऊपर एक जवाब देना rather than लिख के जवाब देना, मतलब I feel that. So और आपके पास पूरा का पूरा आ जाएगा 1 मिनट के अंदर कि उन्होंने कितना सही जवाब दिया या नहीं दिया. So I think to that extent, if we are able to use technology, somehow integrate it within our teaching, I think वो एक बहुत बड़ा contribution होगा हमारी तरफ से. Making MOOCs is one part, but इतना भी अगर हम assessment में लेकर आए और इन चीजों में लेकर आए, तो I think थोड़ा सा हमारी teaching का style भी change हो जाएगा, students भी थोड़े से और comfortable हो जाएंगे, and I think attention भी मिलेगी. जैसे हम पीछे बहुत बारी बात करते हैं कि in COVID times that attention span has reduced. So I think we have to somehow make it little more interactive for the students in our classes. So I think this is what we can do.
और आने वाले टाइम में हमें मतलब इस प्रोग्राम में भी आपको, ये तो अभी थ्योरेटिकल बैकग्राउंड मिला, आपको कई टूल्स बताए जाएंगे उनको कैसे यूज करना है. तो जो भी आपके आइडियाज हैं उनको आप इन प्रैक्टिस ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं यूजिंग दोज टूल्स. वो भी अब आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेंगे. लेकिन वही चीज मैं दोबारा कह रहा हूँ, आइडियाज आपके होने चाहिए, क्रिएटिविटी आपकी होनी चाहिए. वो आपको टेक्नोलॉजी कभी नहीं दे सकेगी. अगर आपको सब्जेक्ट ही नहीं आता तो टेक्नोलॉजी के सारे टूल्स आते हैं, उसका क्या फायदा होगा? कोई भी फायदा नहीं. आजकल एक सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक ये मुझे एक लगता है कि ज्यादातर लोग टेक्नोलॉजी सेवी तो होते जा रहे हैं, बट दे आर लूजिंग टच विद देयर ओन सब्जेक्ट. अपने सब्जेक्ट की कोई लेटेस्ट डेवलपमेंट नहीं पढ़ी, बुक्स नहीं पढ़ी, उनके ऊपर थिंकिंग मिसिंग हो गई, तो फिर वो टूल्स क्या करेंगे? टूल्स का कोई फायदा नहीं है, मैं आपको ये बता रहा हूं. तो टूल्स आपको आते हो और सब्जेक्ट की आपको मास्टरी हो, दैट कॉम्बिनेशन कैन डू वंडर्स. सो यू शुड एस्पायर टू अचीव दैट blend, which is the need of the hour. That's what I feel. I think Narendrajit would agree. She is also there, and she is going to tell you about the various tools, about various software. So,
and so the hot potatoes and screencast-o-matic, आपने ही हमें सिखाया था हमारी FDP में 2018.
नहीं, आप आजकल कराते हो तो बहुत अच्छा है. हमें भी खुशी है कि नए लोग, अब देखिए सरिता ने कितना पिकअप कर लिया, हमारे साथ ही टीम में थी और कहां से कहां पहुंच गए. तो दैट इज एक लगन होनी चाहिए. देन यू देयर इज नो.
सर, एज यू हैव जस्ट नाउ सेड सर, लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्नर्स होना चाहिए हमको. तो हम अभी भी सीख रहे हैं. वी आर लर्निंग, वी आर सेटिंग एन एग्जांपल टू आवर स्टूडेंट्स, आवर चिल्ड्रन. So therefore we are lifelong learners.
ये 300-350 पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं, वो तो रिलेटिवली यंग हैं. उनको ये एक लेसन लेके जाना चाहिए कि लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग है. ये ना सोचिए कि भाई एक बार लर्निंग का काम खत्म हो जाएगा, वो नहीं होगा. आपको लर्न करते ही रहना पड़ेगा. तो वो एक आदत सी बना लेना.
मोटिवेशन आप थे, आप और विमल मैम, और अभी भी मैं लर्न कर रही हूँ न्यू टूल्स जो भी. सो मेरी कोशिश होती है कि आई ट्राई टू लर्न दोज टूल्स. सर, अपडेट करना अपने आप को बहुत जरूरी है आज की टाइम में.
आई नो ये बहुत जरूरी है. और चलिए, अब आपका है थोड़ा है.
Yeah, I think now I'll hand over the
So I
mic
would also
to
like to thank
Narendra ji.
all the people who have given their comments in the chat box, more than 90. So thanks a lot for liking the talk, and because your comments matter a lot. So nice of you. Thank you very much.
Dr. Vanita has raised her hand. Is there something she wants to ask? Dr. Vanita, do you want to ask anything?
Yes, ma'am, I want to ask.
हाँ, please बताइए.
सर मेरी प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी जो डिस्कशन चल रही है उससे थोड़ी डिफरेंट है. एक्चुअली आई बिलोंग टू अ रूरल कॉलेज फ्रॉम पलवल. और मैं मतलब 2017 से ही GAD-TLC से जुड़ी हुई हूँ और मुझे नहीं लगता मैंने कोई FDP छोड़ा होगा जिसको मैंने नहीं
अच्छा, फिर
अटेंड
आप
किया.
हमें सबको जानते हो.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल डेफिनेटली सर. मैंने LMS से क्लास भी माई क्लास ली थी, मैंने पेपर भी करा, बच्चों को एनरोल भी करा. बट आई हैव अ प्रॉब्लम कि वहाँ रूरल एरिया के बच्चे अराउंड 50% बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं जिनके पास डिवाइस ही नहीं है. मैं हमेशा मतलब जब सेशन स्टार्ट होता है ना तो आई यूज टू यूज क्विजी या हॉट पोटैटोस की क्विज आई यूज की फॉर प्रीवियस नॉलेज और थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करने के लिए यूज करती हूँ. बट इफ 50 स्टूडेंट आर सिटिंग इन क्लास, ओनली 20 हैव फोन्स, अदर आर सिटिंग आइडली. मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. इस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉल्व करूं?
क्या लोगों के पास डिवाइस ही नहीं है ना? मतलब इंटरनेट का तो
नहीं
प्रॉब्लम
सर,
नहीं,
सर
डिवाइस
वो
ही
ना
नहीं.
नहीं इंटरनेट का नहीं प्रॉब्लम. एक्चुअल में रूरल गांव के जो लोग हैं ना वो स्पेशली गर्ल्स को स्मार्टफोन ही नहीं लेके देते. दे डोंट हैव स्मार्टफोन. लैपटॉप तो दूर की बात.
अच्छा 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 अच्छा.
तो मेरा वो यूज मतलब मैं करती भी हूँ तो मैं उसको इतना इफेक्टिवली नहीं कर पाती बिकॉज 50% से ज्यादा बच्चे उसको करते हैं.
May I intervene here, sir? First of all, thank you. I was slightly disconnected due to some technical issue. आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना, I think there has to be some solution found. One thing is that आपकी जो library में, if you can provide the access devices to the girl student and other students also. All the teachers, many times we keep on changing our devices. Can we not give it to the library? Number one. Other thing is, when you are giving, you told that half of your students have. So why don't you make them pair or a group of 3 that, okay, those who are having devices, let them pair up with those who are not having devices. So
I do the same thing, ma'am. I do this thing. I will pair up. जिसके पास है, even 3 की sharing भी करवाती हूँ, so that they can see the quiz at least.
Right. So you already have that solution. And
yes,
but see, we cannot say कि because this is not, then we'll not move further.
मैम उस चक्कर में ना LMS नहीं ज्वाइन करते स्टूडेंट्स. जैसे वो जिसके पास है वो LMS तो ज्वाइन कर लेता है.
No, some participants are saying they are not following Hindi, so speak in English, please. There have been comments that they don't understand Hindi, so let's converse in English.
Let's converse only in English, है ना? So maybe other issues we can take one-to-one with you. Any other question if you have from any other participant? So I think none. So thank you so much, Professor Bakshi sir, for giving such an enlightening session to give an overview of how we will be taking things further, where we have reached, what all MOOCs, e-learning, e-content is all about, modules, and we'll be talking in detail further. So now I think, Sarita, we can request Dr. Narendrajit Kaur to be enrolling them in the LMS MAI class, because we will be putting all your videos on the MAI class. So that is very important. So the enrollment will happen by tomorrow, but you go through the instruction so that once you get the mail, you can get started, try. And if there is any difficulty, tomorrow we will have one session before we start the proper technical session about your enrollments, whether you have been able to access the course or not. Fine. So over to Dr. Narendrajit.
Yes, ma'am, surely. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I am sharing my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Sarita, ma'am? Is it
And
visible?
now it's visible. It's visible. Hanji,
Oh,
Hanji, ho gayi hai. Yeah.
So, dear participants, so let's have a look on the steps to log into my e-class. So, you all are enrolled as participants in this Faculty Development Program 160, which is from 12th to 16th October. So, how to join my e-class course? So, my e-class is actually an LMS, that is Learning Management System, which is based on Moodle platform. Right? So the various steps to log into my e-class is, first of all, you will receive an email from the My E-Class Academy, like this type of email. If you have not received, don't worry about it. You receive email by the evening or by tomorrow, right? So this type of email you will get with a link of My E-Class Academy and a temporary password is provided to you in your email, right? So when you receive this email, what you have to do is just copy paste or click on the link of My E-Class Academy from the email, right? So when you click on this link, this is the same link of My E-Class Academy. So you have to click on this link of My E-Class Academy, then a new page will appear. This is the starting interface of My E-Class portal, right? So if you see on the upper right hand side, there is a login tab. So you are supposed to click on this login tab, right? After clicking on the link, you are supposed to click on this login tab, right? And when you click on login tab, this page will appear. This is the username page of My E-Class. So here in this username column, you are supposed to put your email ID. So username is your email ID, which the email ID which you are using, which you have used for registering to this FTP, right? So please put that ID only, right? And in the password column here, in the password column, temporary password. The temporary password which is provided to you in your emails, right? So that temporary password you have to put it. Then you are supposed to click on this blue tab, that is login tab, right? So this is one method. If this doesn't work, then second method is on the same page, there is a Google tab, this red tab, Google tab. Click on this Google tab. It asks you to choose your email. So click on the email ID which you have used for registering to the FTP. When you click on that email ID, My E-Class Academy will send a link on that email ID, right? So go to your email ID, open your email and there will be a link of My E-Class Academy. Then click the link of My E-Class Academy and the rest process will be the same, right? Then after login with the temporary password, you will this page on E-Class. So before proceeding further, you are supposed to change your password. So you must change your password to proceed, right? So here in the current pass column, put the temporary password here, right? And in the new password column, you're supposed to set your new password. And please remember, your new password should contain at least 8 characters, right? It must contain one uppercase, one lowercase, some digits, and some special character, non-alphanumeric characters like @ hash, hyphen, star, etc. Right? And you are supposed to put the password again in the new password again column. And these two should be the same. And please note it down somewhere. When you are changing your password, please note it down somewhere in the diary or notepad, etc. And then you are supposed to click on this blue tab, Save Changes. So when you click on Save, it will take you to a new page and it will ask you that your password has been reset, and click on Continue. And after clicking on Continue, you will get this page on My E-Class. If this page, that means you have successfully logged into My E-Class and you have changed your password, right? And now to enter into your OFDP-160, what you are supposed to do, if you see on this page, on the upper left-hand side, there are 9 dots. that is category of course. So click on these 9 dots, category of courses. So when on category of courses, a drop down menu will appear. And from this drop down menu, click on training and workshops on this link, training and workshops, right? So when you click on training and workshops, right, it will take you to a new page on My eClass, and there you will see your folder of OFDP-160, right? If in case you are not still to find out your OFDP-160 folder, just scroll down a little bit, right? You will be able to see your OFDP-160, right? And then you are supposed to click on this link on this folder, click on the link of OFDP-160 here. When you click on the link of OFDP-160, this is e-content development, right? So a new page will appear, and here in this page, it will ask you for an enrollment. For some parties, it may not ask for an enrollment key, and they directly get logged, get entered into your OFDP-160. But in some parties, in case of some participants, it may for an enrollment key. So if it is asking for an enrollment key, right? So you are supposed to put enrollment key here in this box, and the enrollment key for OFDP-160 is this. This is 1601016. This is the enrollment key. Please note it down. For OFDP-160, the enrollment is 1601016. Right? You are supposed to put that enrollment key here in this column, in this box, and then click on Enroll Me here, blue tab, right? So when you click on Enroll Me, this page will appear, and if this page appears, OFDP-160 e-content development with the announcement, feedback, and recorded session, right? If this appears, means you have successfully logged in to OFDP-160 on My eClass portal, right? So here you will be able to see the recorded sessions of the previous, right? You will be able to see the feedback forms of previous days, and the project assignment quiz link will also be available here, but it will be active by the end of the FTP, and the recorded sessions you will be able to see but previous days, right? And all you have to upload your assignments, project, you have to quiz only on this OFDP-160 on My eClass portal, right? And in case of query, if you have any login issues or any technical issues regarding My eClass, don't worry about it. So we are there to resolve your queries. So this is the WhatsApp number of GAD-TLC's organizing team, 98104470. Please note it. And in case of any query, just drop a message with your ID and OFDP-160, right? OFDP which OFDP you're attending, and drop a message on this number. Our organizing team members will get back to you as soon as possible, right? So these are some of the steps to log in to My eClass. And in case of any query, I am here to take your query. You can write in the if participants have received emails with My eClass link, right? And yes, I want to share here that if you are an old participant of GAD, if you have attended any workshop or FDP, or you are using My eClass portal already, then you are not supposed to go through these steps. Please use your previous usernames and passwords to log in. Right? These steps are only for those participants who are new. They are first-time users of My eClass. So any query if you have? Yes, Dr. Srihari ji, sir, we will share this PDF with all the steps in it in your WhatsApp groups. Yes, it will be shared in WhatsApp groups. Yes, thank you. Yes, any other query? And we will give also tomorrow we'll give demo on this also, right? Yes, any queries if anybody wants to ask? And in case, yes, ma'am.
I think we'll share this PDF also with the participants in
Yes,
the
ma'am,
WhatsApp
yes.
group. And all of you can go through in detail. And by tomorrow, you will get the My Class login details in your mail. And those who are already a member, as you said, they have to just click on this FDP-160, put the enrollment key, and you'll be in. Fine. I think Dr. Yashwanti has some query.
Please unmute and ask your question, Dr. Ishwanti.
Shrutika or Gayatri, who is there, make the provision that all can unmute.
मैम नमस्कार, फीडबैक आएगा, फीडबैक भरना है हमें?
हाँ, फीडबैक रोज आएगा, बिल्कुल करना है. You will get it in your WhatsApp.
as well as तक आएंगे.
नहीं, अभी नहीं, सेशन कंप्लीट होगा तब आएगा. Yeah. And please, the feedback is not the attendance.
थोड़ा बीच में हिंदी में जो हो बात ठीक रहेगा, क्योंकि प्योर इंग्लिश हमारी इतनी ठीक नहीं है, तो अगर हिंदी में भी बात करें तो अच्छा रहेगा.
Dr. Sanjay, I am sorry because the poster has not mentioned it to be Hindi, and we are having colleagues from southern part of our country. So the
कोई बात नहीं, तो हम सुनते रहेंगे, कोई बात नहीं, जो भी आप कहेंगे.
majority, but yes, in between, if you
प्रयत्न
wish,
करेंगे,
then we can interact here.
Also, सर ने पूरी कैप्शंस हिंदी की लगाई हैं. पूरे टाइम सर की पीपीटी पे हिंदी कैप्शंस चल रही थी.
धन्यवाद.
So please,
ma'am, could you please repeat the enrollment key? Ma'am, please repeat the enrollment key.
Yes. I'll share once again. Just a minute. So this is the enrollment key. I hope my is visible. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
So this is the enrollment key 1601016, right? And some participant was asking for उनका पुराना ही OFDP 114 है, उसका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप उस यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड से लॉगिन कर सकते हैं.
पुराने यूजर्स को तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है लॉगिन करने में.
जयंती is saying that
जो नहीं है उसके लिए करना है ना, ठीक है.
ये
so those
all these
having, let me clear again, Dr. Narendra Ji, that those who are already having the login on My Class and have attended some of our FDP through My Class, you keep the same login ID and password, no need to change. You enroll it, log in the portal through that, and just click on the FDP 160 when you go in the teachers, this training section. And there, if you click, then it will ask for enrollment key and you have to put it. Fine. So that's the simple process.
Ma'am, I'm Dr. Karthikini from Chennai. Will we be receiving email to have link for My Class?
Yes, because by evening we will be compiling. So by tomorrow afternoon, definitely you'll be able to get. And tomorrow from 4 to 4:30, we will keep a technical session only on the My Class queries. Those who are able to enroll, fine. If not, we will be showing you the demonstration and doing the query handling. Fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other question? Any other thing that you want to share? Ishmeet and others, OFDP 160 is actually a unique code. We give it to the different FDPs we keep on conducting for certification purpose. So OFDP stands for Online Faculty Development Program with a number. So starting with 1, now this is the 160th, but then it is not 160. 160, we are using it for the LMS purpose. There are different batches here and different batches. 160 is for the direct enrollments happening with GAD-TLC. 161, 162, 163, 4, 5 respectively. You will be given the detailed list. More details I'll be sharing with you tomorrow. Fine. So don't worry, it is just the first day. We are going to be together and all your queries will be solved. Anyone who is not being able to be added in the WhatsApp, I think if you can share your number right now, my team will do the needful, because that's very important. You have to be in WhatsApp and you should be getting mails of the Zoom link. Fine. If you have not given proper email ID, obviously you will not have received the Zoom link through mail. So that may be one concern that you will share with us. And those who are not able to be added in the WhatsApp, then again, it will be a concern. So I think I can see 1 or 2 numbers coming up, and my team, please take care of it. Don't do the direct
Can we
message.
get the PDF file of sales presentation, ma'am?
Sorry,
Can we get the
presentation
PDF
will
file?
not be shared. The entire video will be shared. This is getting recorded and all the recordings will be shared to you. I hope you'll appreciate the way sir has put up the things in his visual way. We will not expect him to be sharing in the public domain. But yes, all the entire video recording is there with all of us. So by tomorrow, it will be uploaded in the My class. Fine. You can watch that video as many number of times. Okay, any other question? I was not asked for enrollment key. I was directly able. Okay, then in that case, Charu, you must have been enrolled by our team. So if it is not asking enrollment key and you're there, very fine. But after 2-3 days, my team will be checking at the back end. So those who are missed out, or if there is a, please use the same email ID that you have used for registering. If you use it twice, we will not be able to give your, because sometimes the quiz may be from some other number, then it will, if it is replicated, please do not do that. So don't get enrolled through 2 email IDs. Only that very particular email ID which you have used for registration, use that. If there is a problem, you please let us know in the feedback form. We will be asking that my class, which particular email ID you are accessing it through. Fine. So Gayatri and Shrutika, so please look into, there are some number coming who are not in the WhatsApp group, and ensure they are there. You can individually interact with them to look up at the registration if you don't find. Fine. Professor Sarita, and any other thing that you'd like to add, or we close for the day?
I think we are done with most of the queries, and I think they're all dropping their numbers. So I think that will be taken care of.
So thank you, everyone. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll go into more minute details on the theme, and we will also look forward to your constructive feedback every day, and we'll go through and try to embed that in our FTP. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice day further ahead. Sarita, you'd like to propose a vote of thanks to the entire, all the speakers who came, and then we close here.
Yeah. So thank you, Professor Vimal. So on behalf of all the whole organizing team, I would like to thank GAD-TLC and Khalsa College for providing this opportunity to conduct this FTP. We have been holding a large number of FTPs, and we are thankful to the college for providing us all the support and help. I would also like to thank Professor Surinder Kaur Walia and Professor Jaswinder Singh for giving this opportunity. I would like to thank Professor Ved Prakash for mentoring us, and also Professor Bakshi for mentoring us and showing us the way, always in the way that they do, and also to the participants by sharing their wisdom with all of us as to how we have to go forward. So I think that is something which we all look.
I think, Sarita, some problem in your audio.
Source of inspiration and the guiding light for all of us, for showing us the way, for making these programs possible, for thinking of such kind of programs in this particular one, for making the e-kit, which is helping us all, not only in providing the content, but also using that content which is available online. I would also like to thank all the participating colleges, the principal of all the participating colleges, Professor Dr. Anita Budaki from Ismail Yusuf College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Dr. Pradyuman Singh Rathore, Principal of Agarwal PG College, Jaipur, Dr. R. Shanti, Principal of Anna Adarsh College for Women, Chennai, Dr. Pratibha Gaikwad, Principal Sir Sitaram and Lady Shantabai Patkar College of Arts and Science, Dr. S.N. Dr. S.R. Nimbor, Principal BD Hambad Mahavidyalaya, Maharashtra, and Dr. Rathore, Principal Dharmendra Singh Ji Arts College, Rajkot, Gujarat, and their entire organizing team for being with us throughout this FDP. I would also like to thank all the participants for being here, for giving their inputs, and we would like them to be interactive throughout these sessions, learning, imbibing, and also helping us with the suggestions for the future. So thank you all for being here. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Sarita, for being with me, Ranjit, and all others. So have a nice day ahead.
I forgot to thank Narendrajit. I forgot to thank Narendrajit for being here.
I'm always a part of the organizing team. It's okay.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, each one of you. Shrutika, put the feedback link close for some time. I will make some changes. And then maybe after half an hour, you can all fill that particular link. So thank you everyone. And see you tomorrow from 4 to 4:30. We'll have the technical My class difficulty session. And from 4:30, we'll be taking further on the theme. So have a good day further ahead. Enjoy with your family. And good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.